Just chat about it. I suppose I might just do a fucking another interview like I did before. Like just catch up with what's been going on with you guys. Anyway, hi everyone. Anyone who watches this, this is the Grey Man here again, joined by members of Acherontia Styx and Dinenthal, or one of you is from Dinenthal, and might be a few other people coming later on. They said they were going to come in anyway, but we shall see what happens. My normal guy who joins me, my housemate, he's decided to go to fucking bed early. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. He's gone to fucking bed early. Like 10 minutes before we were meant to start, he messages me and goes, "Oh, I was going to go to bed. I'm fucking tired." Oh, bollocks. Anyway, never mind. I wasn't going to have a drink tonight because I wasn't really feeling it. But then about half hour before, I thought, fuck it, I'm going to go to the off license, get some beers because, like, I'm talking to a bunch of people from up north. I need a beer to understand what you're saying, probably. You know what I mean?
Tis the season.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah, because you're up Newcastle, ain't you?
Certainly are. Spread around Gateshead and Sunderland and Newcastle and all that shite. Are you football fans? Newcastle football fans?
Oh no.
So my team West Ham are playing Newcastle tomorrow, so I just wanted to get my banter in early, like.
well,
we wish you all the luck.
I do hope you win. I hope you win, and hopefully Jesse Lingard keeps playing.
Yeah, we get to Europe. That'd be a fucking turn up for the books for sure. So what's been going on then in Acherontia Styx land? I was going to play one of your videos, but I downloaded one of your videos. I was going to play it on my vidcast last night, but it was like copyright, so I was going to get a copyright strike if I used it, so I didn't use it in the end, which is a shame.
No, you wouldn't.
I would, because I checked it. Yeah. I checked it, and as soon as I, because what I do, I download, then I upload it to my channel. It says, "Oh, copyright strike." If you like, so I didn't bother using it, so I got weird.
Why are you informed of this shit? I'll give you permission to fucking do it.
Yeah, I think you must be, because you're your own name, aren't you? But you must have like kind of I don't know. You got some kind of music rights people dealing with your catalog or something. Maybe they put the one they was going to put the strike on. I don't know how it works.
No,
I don't.
We haven't put anything on.
I should have. I've got to delete the email now. I could have told you what company it was. That was something like Orchard Music or something like that. I can't remember now. Some kind of. You don't want a CD Baby or nothing like that because sometimes it's them that copyright strike it if you try and use it.
It's one of Grant's friggin' like dark companies that he set up.
It's part of the empire.
For insurance purposes, it's like Danny DeVito on It's Always Sunny, where he's got wolf collar.
Part of the secret empire. So what's been going on? Obviously. When was I chatting to you last? Was it before Corona? It must have been before Corona. Has it been that long ago?
It was August. It was August.
Yeah, it was during. Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to bail out and try and jump in on my phone because I've got loads of delay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. See you in a minute.
In a bit.
That's because you've caught him out and he's asked to deal with one of those dodgy companies now.
Probably. He's going to check up on his hitmen or whatever it is. He's got
put his disguise on and email you again.
Ron Baseman here.
He's going to have a comedy nose and a comedy moustache on this. Perfect.
No relation to Grant Gosling. No, it's not me. Yeah. I'm a completely different person with the same T-shirt and house. So what have you guys been up to? Obviously, fuck all, I'm guessing. Writing online or?
Well, I've done the usual and written a few tracks without anyone's permission.
Right.
But no, they've been going good. They've started recording vocals for them now, so we should hopefully have some new music in the next few months to abuse everyone with. But
we're kind of waiting to be able to practice, really. Just so we can kind of like try and gel a bit more and possibly write some stuff together, because that's always better when everyone's involved.
It's a lot more kind of, like immediate in it if you're in the same room practicing rather than, hey, he's gone sideways now. He's gone sideways.
At least you're
going upside down now. That's not
that's perfect.
What the hell?
Crush shot will be next.
Do you not put it on its side? Does it not go full screen if you put it on its side?
There you go.
There you are.
Is that rated on your end as well? Cool.
Yeah. You're right side up now. We're just talking about what you've been up to. Like you getting. I mean, what's the plan? You got can do another EP next, or an album, or
Netflix and masturbation for me, like
that. Yeah, we've fucking overdosed on that over the last year. Jesus. Fuck what else to do. What have you got? Other than Dinenthal, was another band when you got a solo project on it. Yeah, I can't remember which one it was. Jake or Adam got another solo project in it. Is that the one you've been writing for?
It's Fractured Planet. But
Fractured Planet.
I haven't written anything for that since the pandemic started, and I've released an album. But I'm doing something different now. I'm going to start writing an album just as me, as a solo project.
Okay.
And it's not your typical like.
He's gone again.
His phone's fell over. It's fucking casting couch gone wrong. Are you like? But no, it's not typical. Like what we're doing with Fractured Planet. This is not like thrashy or like heavy metal. It's more like instrumental, like
shred.
Yeah, like rock and metal, like
right.
Like Joe Satriani and like
correct shred, didn't they? That kind of thing when it's just like guitar, like orientated, like fucking fretboard wanking, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, well, I'm very good at all that, so yeah.
I was chatting to some fellow the other day. I did an interview with a fellow a couple of weeks ago. He's like done all that. I can't remember what his name was now. Fuck it, forgotten his name. But he was quite good. Sam Wallace. Lawrence Wallace. I had an interview with him a couple of weeks back, and like he does all that kind of.
Yeah.
What do you do with the drums? Do you drum for it, or do you use a drum machine?
I program it.
Program it.
It's the machine.
A mixture of it's a program called Get Good Drums or Superior Drummer 3 for whichever sound I want. I use the whichever one.
Right.
Somebody tell this werewolf fella that he's not allowed to watch because he doesn't have a beard.
How can you be a werewolf? How can you be a werewolf without a beard? It's ridiculous.
I know.
Like,
out, man.
This guy hasn't got a beard either. You know what's they called? Men without beards are called women, isn't they? I believe. I think that's the popular meme.
So
everyone can watch. I didn't have much of a beard. I didn't have much of a beard until quarantine. There's still hope for everybody.
Yeah,
I think J.K. Rowling went down that road when it came to fucking discussions, and it didn't end well.
What, she's got a beard as well now, J.K. Rowling, has she? Like I guess like what's it? Fucking Dumbledore. What's his name? The fucking wizard. Dumbledore beard.
Gandalf.
I'm thinking of her wizard, not the wizard. Dumbledore, isn't it?
Dumbledore. That's it.
Drarodelf, isn't he called Drarodelf? I'm sure he is
actually.
Yeah.
Gumbledelf.
Gumbledelf.
Anyway, back on topic. I've just finished the track for that. So I've already got an album planned out in my head, like a themes for it, and like I don't know what the album cover is going to be. I don't even have a name for the album yet, but I've got ideas for tracks planned, and I'm going to do some like sort of where you like mix shred with like sort of heaviness, but like synth wave at the same time. So I've got those sort of crazy ideas in my head. It's about time I tried something different. So
yeah, why not? Fucking got plenty of time on your hands, and if you got the equipment and you got the will to do it, do what you fucking like, innit?
Exactly.
Oh, so, is it Jake and Grant are underachievers? Only got one band between them, and they or am I mistaken? They got what's going on? No other extra bands in the background, Jake.
I mean, technically, I'm pretty much just drum supervisor at the moment until there's any kind of live action going on.
Yeah. Damn.
But no, music-wise, I'm not doing anything at the moment. Like I do some singing every now and then when me and Adam have like a dumb idea, but it's better if we can get together and jam for that. Other than that, I DM a D&D game, so that takes up a lot of my time. That's been a good quarantine activity.
That's cool. Well, online D&D or
yeah, we use
break the quarantine. You break the quarantine. You got +3 masks on.
Nah. We use Roll20 is the website. It's pretty good if anyone wants to get in. But yeah, it's been fun. Play with a few people across the country and in America and stuff like that. So
okay, interesting. Yeah, I used to do loads of role-playing games back in my youth. I was Games Master and all of them, but I've got no friends now, so I never do anything anymore.
Yeah, well, you can just do. You could do one in here. All you need is webcams.
Well, we all do that.
I never did that. I used to do a cheap British knockoff one called Dragon Warriors.
Yeah,
it came in little book format, like corgi book or something like that. It was much better than Dungeons and Dragons.
Like D&D, like D&D is not great because it's got like all the old tropes and like where it's like, the orcs are bad. Anyone with dark skin is a bad guy. And it's got like a bunch of like old-fashioned crap like that. But there's plenty of like good indie games like you can get on like Itch.io and stuff. Like there's plenty of RPG systems out there. But yeah, D&D is unfortunately the one that got the most attention.
Well, it was one of the first, wasn't it? So it kind of helped it. Yeah. I did a role-playing game themed podcast once on my heavy metal podcast. I did one all based on role-playing games.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I did now. Probably lots of monsters, and there was a couple of bands that had songs named after D&D modules. I can't remember.
Curse of Stroud.
Something like that. I can't remember what it was now, but the band was called Oliphant. I remember a band called Oliphant, which is like a Lord of the Rings giant elephant thing, isn't it?
Like the
also known as a Mama Kill, isn't it? Which is another grind band called Mama Kill. There's a Mama Kill and Oliphant. I think 2 names for the giant elephants from Lord of the Rings, and both of them got bands named after them. So it's just like you name a band after anything, and they do. So have you ever played Warhammer? He's asking.
Warhammer.
No, not personally. It seems I'm not that into sci-fi.
I used to when I was younger, but I got out of it. I mean, it's cool as fuck still, like, but I just didn't have the time to be, because I used to like painting them and shit, and got way too into it, and I was the opposite way around. I was shite at the painting, but I was really good at the tactics with the board game. Yeah, I used to play 40,000, like up until sort of my late teens. But then,
did you have bolt thrower playing in the background when you were doing it?
Did I what?
A bolt thrower playing in the background while you were playing it.
Nice.
No, at that age it was probably Coolio.
That's no way to destroy fucking hordes of troopers if you like Coolio in the background.
Yeah, man. Gangster's Paradise is a good song.
Grant has been living most of his life living in the Gangster's Paradise.
True, yeah.
I'm sure he has. Well, what about your other band, Paul? You've got that Tangerine Dream kind of band, didn't you? Or
DTS Overdrive. Yeah, I'm still messing around with some synth stuff for that. Actually, wouldn't mind bouncing a few ideas to you, Adam, on that.
Yes.
All right.
You were
cool. Collaboration.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, what he likes to get he likes to like see what it'll sound like through my setup and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool, like how we've both got totally different setups, and then like he can send stuff to me and I can just put the DIs in my setup, and then like
clever.
I mean it doesn't necessarily, it'll just give it a new like sort of dimension to it, like, and then because we'll get like going to be giving mixing tips and stuff because I've just recently leveled up. But yeah, it's like sort of one of those things where like stuff sounded good before, but something's just clicked now where it sounds good on everything I listen to it through, like whether it's a phone speaker or headphones or my studio monitors or the car. I knew when I put it in the car the other night that I'd struck gold because it sounded good in the car.
Right.
And I was
that's always good.
Is that down to your increased ability as of putting it together, or
like basically just getting the right levels and getting the right EQs and like getting everything to like be as punchy as possible without any crackling or clipping or anything like that. It's just all slight tweaks that you would never think would fix anything. It just sort of like smooths the mix out and gets it sounding as punchy and as brutal as possible without being overbearing on the ears.
Right. So, you found the right formula.
Yes.
Like alchemy.
Yeah, basically, how long it's taken. Like recently, I've been playing quite a lot, but more of my time's been sitting every night just tweaking things and then going like, oh, well, this needs changing or that needs changing.
Hey, your guest.
Badger snuck in.
They come on to say hello.
Nah, that's fine.
The first one of these that we did, I don't kind of remember because I was pissed, but I sort of watched it back later. One of the guys was like, I need like 21-year-old kid, and he was getting told off by his mum like after about the third hour. His mum was coming in, telling him to go to bed or something. He was muting his microphone. That was quite funny.
Yeah, Paul was just mentioning that. Paul was mentioning that before we came on here, and it was funny. Like, I'm being successful.
What happened to the other band? Was that while I was having signal issues? Wasn't there supposed to be another band on here?
Supposed to be, yeah. Supposed to be a couple of other people turn up, but like, you know, it's as with anything, you fucking try and it's like herding cats. You know, you try and put things together, and it's just like. I've kind of like I go for ups and downs of enthusiasm as well. So I was kind of like I could have thought to myself, should I manage to dig up some more bands? Like, and I was like. And then someone said, "Oh, can I come on?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, of course you can." And I've mentioned a couple of mates who were supposed to come on, and none of them have turned up yet. So I don't know if they're going to bother or not. But you know, we just fucking whatever. I kind of like to keep it casual anyway. So if like anyone's in chat who wants to come in, like Tom, if you want to come in, you can come tell us about what's going on with you. But yeah, that's the kind of the idea of it anyway. Just keep it casual, you know.
Yeah. Oh.
Well.
We casual people. We just drop in and come back whenever they like.
You've driven Grant off with that.
Yeah, he's like, well, if that's it, then I'm not kind of bothered. Then I've had enough.
He's off to send you another angry email about copyright issues.
Probably.
You've used his likeness.
Stolen his image. Yeah. Here's one of the regular guys. This is Jake Bristow.
Hello.
This is Jake.
Hello.
Herbicidal, and he does some stuff on his channel as well. He does interviews with bands, isn't you, mate?
Pretty much, yeah. Into him and just talk utter bollocks sometimes.
It's the best way to be.
That's right, yeah, exactly. That's what we're here for.
Exactly.
Anyone bought any decent music lately?
Not yet. I'm going to Black City Records tomorrow. It's going to be Bristol's very own heavy metal record shop.
Oh, yeah, you said something about that. That's a brand new record shop you're opening, is it?
Pretty much, yeah. So I'm going to buy a lot of stuff there.
Good luck to them. Because
Yeah.
I can't imagine it's the easiest fucking time to be doing it at the moment, is it? With all the blinking shops being closed down for over a year.
Jobs, all non-essential shops, you know.
Yeah.
Hello again.
Hi there. Are you back off the phone, back onto your laptop again, or?
Just the phone, mate. I think I pressed something wrong, to be honest.
Always fiddling.
I know.
Yeah. he was checking his EQ level, see if he could get that sound just right so he could play it in the car.
Anyway, drinking Hobgoblin IPA.
Cool.
Nice.
Nice beer.
I just had a double chocolate. It didn't taste like chocolatey, to be honest, but I don't know.
Chocolate stout's so good as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Was that Young's chocolate stout, was it?
Yeah, double chocolate, mate, not single
Mate,
chocolate.
that is my favourite beer in the entire world. I absolutely adore the stuff.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not a bad bit of tipple.
It's better for people. I had I used to run years back on cask, so it wasn't fizzy, and it was amazing.
Yeah,
so
it's better out of the pump, I'm sure. I always find with beers, though, like if it's got like a bit of flavour, like a chocolate flavour. There's another one I have called Sticky Toffee Pudding one. I've had a couple of times, and always the first mouthful you can taste the chocolate or the toffee, whatever. And then as you go down, it's like you kind of lose the flavour. Like I don't know if your mouth gets used to it or your taste buds fucking die, or it's just me. I've no idea, but I always you get the initial flavour, then it's gone. Still nice though, still cool. Obviously, anything happening in the news at the moment? I saw, was it Tom Hunting from Exodus has fucking got cancer, isn't he?
Really?
Did you see that?
Not seen that, no.
I didn't see that.
He's got some kind of stomach cancer or something.
I think the big news is that guy from Iced Earth pleaded guilty to his involvement in the Capitol riots.
Oh, yeah, I don't see how he could do anything else, surely. Surely you couldn't do anything else.
Yeah, held out for a while.
Yeah. I have seen that actually about a member of Exodus having cancer.
Yeah. So it wasn't me. It wasn't me on that camera.
No.
Was he wearing his band shirt? I don't think he was wearing his band shirt, was he?
No, but he's like he's a very recognizable bloke.
No,
he's very recognizable. So like his face on that camera, you're like, yeah, everyone know who that is. Like,
no, he's not wearing a band shirt. So all you see is his hair, a mask, and a view of the fucking street. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I thought, I wouldn't have recognised him. I'm not that familiar with the band. I've played him a few times, but oh well. Never mind.
Not
anymore.
Has he been sentenced then? Has he been sentenced, or he just?
I think he just pleaded. He pleaded guilty. So
he's gonna wait for his sentence. They'll probably go a bit easier on him for pleading guilty rather than wasting their time. I don't see how he can do anything else but plead guilty. But I suppose if he's saving them a time of any kind of court case, maybe you'll get a more lenient sentence.
It's probably just whatever was going. He just got in there. It's like, how do you plead? Fuck it.
breaking up badly there, mate. I don't know if it was on my end or you seem to be very robotic in that last sentence you said. You're going to have to do a Varg and like do synth, black synth for the next couple of years or whatever he's away for, if they let him.
Honestly, like, all you've got to do is not attack the Capitol building. It's not that hard.
Yeah. he could do his own Philosophem 2 or something like that. Yeah, it's kind of similar. They've both got that white ring kind of thing going on, haven't they? So
he'll probably write some like awful book and whatever. But
He could do
a crossover album with
vocals for him. All right. Who's that then? Who's Trapped? I don't even know. Am I missing something?
They are a sort of early mid 2000s new metal band that had one hit, Headstrong, and just became like weird Trump supporters and started getting online comments wars.
And they started all with Ice-T or something like that. Like you know, of all the fucking people, he started a Twitter war with Ice-T about Black Lives Matter. It's like, for fuck's sake.
It's not the rest of the band. That's the problem. They've like not associated themselves with it. It's just the singer. Chris Taylor Brown, I think he's called.
Yeah.
And he's an absolute fucking Fruit Loop. There's somewhat clearly.
Has anyone got his email or send him an invite? He can come educate us all.
Do you know what? He would probably, he's that much of a mental case. He would probably take the invite because he needs the publicity.
Headstrong, he'll take on anyone. It's right there.
We could have an all natters stream. We could get like a load of natters from the metal scene and put them all in together and like sit back and see what happens. Maybe make a few comments to see if I could light the touch paper and then just see what goes on, and I can just sit back drinking my beer like this while they all crack on, you know.
Sit there with the popcorn.
Yeah.
Thing is, just political divisions got the entire world fractured. We're talking about Iced Earth and Trap. Look at System of a Down. Mm-hmm. You know, they're in a really broken situation as well because the drummer's gone massively off political compared to the rest of the band, haven't they?
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it the drummer? One of them's gone proper fucking tinfoil hat with it all, hasn't he?
John has,
But I don't know why they don't just replace him at that point, unless there's some kind of legal issues where legally they can't be System of a Down without every member. I don't know what the situation. Because Slipknot have got that weird thing where they're contractually obligated to make records together.
Okay.
Even though they're not happy about it, but it's probably just some Roadrunner thing, I guess. It's very strange. It's not the kind of music I'm used to.
Has Grant got you all signed in for a deal like that at Acherontia Styx as well? Where you're not allowed to go.
Unfortunately, yes.
You're allowed to do your own side projects. You're not allowed to ever leave the band, or you don't claim your soul. Is it did you have to sign in blood to join the band, or?
Good luck finding a start my side project.
One of piss.
Here's a question in there. Got any preferences? Is metal better, or your music in general better on vinyl, or people not bothered? How do you guys feel?
I'm terrible, as in I kind of don't mind the streaming digital music future, but I'll totally listen to the arguments against it, and I believe people when they say that vinyl sounds nicer, but I just don't. I don't have a record player.
I got a record player. I haven't set it up though because I needed speakers for it. But,
I'm just a lazy fucker. The only time I listen to metal is when I'm doing my podcast. Like I do a podcast once a week, sometimes 2 in a week when I'm doing my Patreon special. And that's it. I'll listen up. I'll fucking get ready for it, and then I'll play it a couple of times after I've done it. After I've shared it out, kind of thing, and that's enough. I end up doing other shit like doing YouTube stuff or again reading comics or some shit like that is what I tend to do the rest of the time.
Yeah.
So the only time I play my records is when I'm upstairs in my record room putting comics away. So I've got fucking stacks of comics. I'm taking the boxes down, I put a record on while I'm doing that, or while I'm putting them away, kind of thing. And that's about the only time I dig my vinyl out. It's just it's just so easy to fucking I just go on YouTube and fucking do a search for a fucking YouTube band I want to hear. You can normally stream their albums on YouTube, can't you?
I do that as well. Well, I was sorting out my CDs last year because they weren't in alphabetical order, so I just put on my death metal playlist on Spotify while sorting out my CDs.
Has everyone got their CDs in alphabetical order? I couldn't fucking do that.
I have.
Yeah?
Mine are in autobiographical order.
Jesus.
I always try to match.
That's a high fidelity reference. It's not.
I always try to match it. If it's got MA or then ME and then M whatever else.
My vinyl all in alphabetical. That's easy because they're on fucking 3 shelves or whatever. But my fucking CDs, I've got fucking cabinet here, cabinet there, stand here, stand there. There's no way I can fucking put. I haven't got especially if they had a uniform kind of shelf that they all fit on, then I'd have them maybe in alphabetical order, but. Nah, if I want to find a CD, I've got to fucking search for hours before I can find it.
I think mine are just in general groups. It's okay, I've got the death metal box here, and then this is the new metal box.
I did that for a while. So it's all death metal, all black metal, all metal.
Is the wrestling soundtracks that I spent way too much money on as a child.
Stone Cold.
I don't have a single CD left.
All right.
You have
them all.
I dumped my CD collection behind the bar in the pub when I had it and let all the DJs use it. And it got fucking destroyed.
Yeah.
Absolutely annihilated. I am a big vinyl fan. I've got a vast quantity of vinyl.
Yeah.
And I think because over the course of Christmas, we got the Acherontia Styx album transferred onto vinyl. And because of the differences in production over the course of the 2 sides of the album with us recording during lockdown, there's certain songs sounded absolutely vicious on vinyl that didn't sound good through digital.
Okay, it's interesting.
It's all. I think you've got to produce for vinyl these days. You can't just take a mix that would sound amazing digital and transfer that onto a vinyl record, and it will sound equally amazing because it's so tinny, so high end.
Well, that's my job. That's my job to find out, isn't it?
Bring it on, bitch.
You're not me. I'll get it.
Bring it on.
Adam's going to find the immaculate mix. He's going to be sitting there with spreadsheets and everything.
Yeah, I don't think I've really got a good ear for stuff. I just fucking listen to it. I don't sort of. I can listen to digital fucking CD or bloody album, and I just find albums are fucking more of a pain in the ass. You've got to turn them over every 4 songs. It's oh fuck, I've got to get out. Not till you go back to listen to vinyl. When you're not listening, when you're not listening to it for ages, it's you fucking forget how much you have to fucking get up and turn the fucker over every fucking 5 minutes.
It's just that's a great album, and it's there's an side it.
And depending on your player, it's don't stand on that floorboard because you'll skip the that's all I remember from being a kid.
You just hear that pop with crackling sound once
it's done. I think my first my first record player was shit, and the fucking sound kept just turning off. So I used to have to whack it with this wooden rhino, and the fucking speaker would start up again. It's a certain sweet spot. You used to have to smack it with this wooden rhino. I suppose I could use some other object to smack it with. That's just what I had on hand.
You couldn't.
No, maybe I never tried it with something else, but. You run over the fucking drawer came out. It had the fucking drawer for the bloody record player. A big fucking cube it was. Dear.
I don't think that happens anymore because we used to have to hit our TV. Like I remember trying to watch like Bottom and like having to like smack the TV so the picture would come back up.
You can't do that nowadays, man.
I've done that with my TV.
You hit these things and they break. It's like fucking hell. You know, back in the day, you used to be able to give things a good wallop and they'd start working, but not anymore.
Or one of the old broadband boxes I used to have when I lived at a different house with my mum and my brother. It always never worked, and it says all you got to do is turn it off on the wall for 5 seconds, then turn it back on again. Okay.
Yeah, that normally works.
It does normally work, but then sometimes it's like, okay, I've got to do it for another 5 seconds. So technically it's 10 seconds, you dickweed.
Well, so sometimes 5 seconds works probably. I don't bloody know. But yeah, things...
I don't have to bother. I rarely watch TV. I got a PS5, so I'm all good.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, the only thing I don't understand is why cassettes have come back again. That's what gets me the most. I just don't get them because they were kind of crap back in the day. Cassettes are crap.
I got cassettes. I just don't play them.
Yeah.
The more collector's value.
Yeah. I mean, have they got any benefits sound-wise, cassettes, compared to other formats?
I'm gonna have to ask my mate Ken.
They've got a different
he plays them all the
sound.
time.
Yeah, they've definitely got a different sound, but I don't know if it's better or not.
They've got that nice lo-fi warble.
It's just like.
I like the feel of a cassette. It's like something like you've got like a physical thing.
Yeah, I like the old demo tapes. I like cassettes when it was demo tapes, like a band fucking knocking a few tracks together in their fucking garage. That to me is what cassettes are made for. But like bringing out like proper garage produced albums, bringing out proper produced albums on a cassette, it's just like you start to get chewed up every time you're playing.
It's just like not the tape.
Yeah, fucking unravel for
get a pencil in there.
Yeah.
To be honest, that's how we used to discover new bands, though, didn't we? Used to discover new bands by people passing mixtapes around you. You hear. That's how I first heard Emperor. It was like somebody handed me a mixtape, and it was like.
You don't do tape trading?
Yeah, tape trading. Yeah,
tape trading as well. Yeah.
I think it appeared as kind of a low-cost way for physical media at a time when. Digital music was making musicians nothing, which, to be fair, it still makes us fucking nothing. And physical media had completely disappeared. So, the cassette the resurgence with it was, I can't afford CDs, and digital's fuck all. So, here's something in the middle. Because that's what cassette was, really, wasn't it? It was always in the middle.
Plus, Werewolf by Lunchtime is correct. You could record songs, steal songs off the radio with your cassette
pops. Sitting there in the pools.
Yep.
Some of the early, some of the really cool underground thrash bands back in the day. My mate used to get tape. Was it the Rock Show, Friday Rock Show? Was it Tommy Vance, the Friday Rock Show? Any of you guys remember? There's a few bands on there that he sort of managed.
Probably too young for that.
Stop, start, which I went on to really like. I think I discovered INC. I heard them from a tape that he gave me first of all, and also there's a Liverpool thrash band called Zeitgeist that I heard from that thing. So I ended up buying their demo tapes. They're really cool. What about you guys? You guys have you guys always been like underground? Like, what's the first kind of underground bands that you discovered when you did? When you started your own band, you started finding other bands, or was you into the underground before you started doing your own band stuff?
Well. I've got like an interest in track, as in my parents are like old punks, so there was a lot of like underground, like local Sunderland band stuff that I would have heard growing up. But it kind of wasn't until I started coming through to Newcastle, and there was this record shop called Steel Wheels, and they had like a weird section where you could just find like random like CDs in a plastic sleeve, and it's like, ooh, what's this? Like, it's like there's only one copy here.
Mystery CDs.
But like it was just stuff like that. It was just stuff like that where it's like, I'm just gonna buy this because like I don't know if it's ever gonna show up ever again. But like I kind of dabbled, like, and it's fun to like find random stuff in shops and just buy it because it looks weird.
I've done that.
I used to do a fanzine fucking way back. I got so many fucking CDs that people just sent me of their band. And it's just a fucking CDR with like nothing written on it. And I've got like that's back. I said maybe I should play these one day, see if I can work out what the fuck's on these CDs.
You should try and digitize them. Got them on the podcast.
Yeah.
There's a demo from 2006.
I've still got
There's a demo from 2007.
I think all mine are older than that.
Band.
80s and 90s kind of shit. Yeah,
that's 1984, really?
Yeah, not quite as old as that, but yeah. I was doing that on my channel for a while. I was doing a like demo tapes Tuesday, it was called. And I was just like fucking digging out a demo tape. So I did a demo from so and so, telling them what I knew about it, and then like uploading it to Internet Archive, so people could go and download them from there if they wanted to. Because I thought these bands ain't going to give a shit. They fucking disappeared like 30 years ago. They're not going to care if new people discover their music. So, but I might start actually doing it as videos instead, just putting them straight up on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be there's always going to be some random like person who gets in there and like, holy shit, I haven't thought about this band for years.
Yeah, or new band discovering a new band they never heard before. Some of them fucking old demos are really cool. And it's like, shit, why did they never make it? But then we all know fucking hardly anyone makes it in the fucking metal.
I've always checked out new bands on Ken's Death Metal Crypt because he always put the demo tapes up he got back in the day. And I'm thinking, I know half of these bands, but who the fuck's this band?
Yeah.
Haunted. Okay, that's cool.
There's so many fucking bands out there. It's unbelievable.
That's a good point. Like when I first started getting back into metal properly and that, I mean, Black Dahlia Murder were an underground band.
Great band.
Fucking brilliant band. And I remember seeing them live at where was it? Trillion?
Yeah, Trevor knows his death metal.
Oh god, yeah, he's like an encyclopedia, isn't he? He's crazy.
That's why I want him on Jake's Metal Chat, but he's too busy to get back to me.
Oh god, that'll be amazing. He's cool as hell. I mean, I ended up having shots with him at the bar in the gig at Trillion.
I got a picture of him as well because he supported Cannibal Corpse here in Bristol in 2018.
Yeah,
he saw my beheaded lawn sleeve, beheaded from Malta.
Yeah,
he just I like the beheaded lawn sleeve. I was like, fucking hell, he knows his band. Yes.
Yeah. They've played over a few times, didn't they? Beheaded. I've seen him in London about 3 or 4 times, I think.
Yeah, I saw him in London on my 22nd birthday supporting Disgorge.
All right, cool. Where was that? Was that the garage?
No, that was what was it?
Underworld?
No, it wasn't Underworld. It was I think it was Electroworks, I think it's called.
Oh, okay. Right. I don't think I was at that one. I don't think I was at that one. I can't remember.
Well, it was on my birthday and it got me a ticket, so I was like, yes.
That's cool.
I think that's the point. It's cool. It's really because like every metal band that we've liked or ever liked was underground at some point.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely. I'm kind of like so fucking underground. If a band gets big, if a band starts getting big, I'm like, I don't fucking like them anymore. They're not underground anymore. I'm one of them fucking fussy
of you, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. I'm one of them fussy fuckers. Yeah, no, it's true. I don't know why. It's pretty to be honest, some of the bands that I really liked have got big anyway. So it seems like most of the bands I like go nowhere.
See where I'm the opposite. Like me, with being like into production and that now, I'm a bit of a production snob. So if it sounds shit production, I can't listen to it, even if it's an amazing band or album or song. I'm like, oh god, there's too many high frequencies there. I can't do it.
That's weird though. I find like because if you get into the demo first. Like when you hear it like fucking put out on a crisp album, it's like, oh man, this doesn't sound as good because your brain's become used to the sound on the demo. There's a few underground demo tapes. Right, there's a band called Sniper. I played them on my vidcast, and I had their demos for ages. And they were supposed to be bringing out an album. It never appeared. And about 20 years later, it suddenly was picked up by Mosh Tuneed's label, and it came out, and it was like. Yeah, it's not as good as the demos, you know. In my mind, go listen to the songs on the demos so much. It's
not good as this lo-fi stuff,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You kind visualize, man.
You get your head attuned to it, don't you?
Yeah. See, my problem as well is I've got perfect pitch as well, like just naturally, like so. If there's any frequency or anything that's like makes a certain noise, it's like a dog with a whistle. I'm like, oh. Like so
but it can go both ways though, as in like
cheers werewolf.
Yeah, cheers werewolf. It can go both ways though, where like you can like hate a demo and then they can suddenly become your favorite band. Because like my dad always tells the story that like Napalm Death sent him like their first demo when he was like running because he was like sort of running like a community venue in Sunderland.
But
he was like, he was like, I absolutely hated it. But like he was into like hardcore punk, so like it was like in his like wheelhouse.
Napalm Death were hardcore punk to begin with, and
but I think they were like they must have been like too messy for even him.
Well, it was fucking 2-second songs, wasn't it? It was all a fucking joke, like Napalm Death start off with, really. I mean, did you ever see there was a documentary, that BBC documentary that I don't know in the 90s or something, I don't know if you guys are watching metal. Remember? I don't know how old you
I've
are.
seen it, yeah. I think we had it on DVD, yeah.
all my metalheads, mate. What the fuck is this Napalm Death shit? It's just like literally, bleh! And that was it. Look at this fucking metal. You know what I mean? We was kind of half incensed by it. What's this fucking bollocks? You know, this ain't fucking metal. But, you know,
but then, like, as I say, like,
listening to Motley Crue.
Yeah, we've been a big missing the Motley Crue.
It slowly became like one of our favorite bands, like, and we've seen them like loads of times, like as a family.
They did fucking change though. They did change. Yeah. I mean, would you been into them from the first album, or was I imagine most people got into them like later on when they got a bit more.
I heard later stuff by Napalm Death, and then I found some a little bit later on in like 2008 and started listening to it. This is a lot different from what I heard.
Yeah, it's kind of like.
Scum's cool, but like Code is Red is like a better album personally for me. But no, they're pretty cool. I just like what they do in general. They've got a good attitude about the music.
I found an interview with Napalm Death on some show, and it was what's his name? I think it's like Craig Charles from Red Dwarf. He was hosting it. This is like 1989, and he was. Because it was just like this orchestra playing some song, all of a sudden you get Napalm Death after he says, "That's like the Mood a Little Madness on the BBC," and there's Napalm Death doing "You Suffer," and he goes, "What is that?" It? It's like, Suffer, but why? We don't hear this, but why?
John Peel that did that.
John Peel had the Napalm Death.
Red Dwarf Carcass were on Red Dwarf, weren't they, at one point?
They were.
Really?
Craig Charles'
this was a song. It's called
It's called Smeg in the Heads, I think they were called, weren't they?
Smeg in the Heads.
I didn't know that.
I remember watching it and thought, those two look very fucking familiar.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Bill and Jeff.
Well, we got off the subject. Has anyone else got any like old, like, what was the first underground band that you guys that you discovered? Because I'm assuming everybody when they started off with just like Iron Maiden or Metallica or the big
that's when I started. And then I found death metal, and then I thought there's got to be more underground bands than this.
Like your first local pub band or the first demo tape that you bought, or did you not go down that road?
I tell you what was weird for like our generation, like MySpace was like a thing where you would find random like music. So like I found this like great like French grind band called Sick Bag. Awesome.
Second my life I won't get back.
They're probably totally dead now.
MySpace is fucking much better than Facebook for music. You can go on any band page, play a few tracks, and you can fucking put them in your own player on your own page. Well, MySpace was fucking much better than Facebook back in the day.
Yeah, my old band's got a MySpace page, but I don't think you can find it now.
No, MySpace turned to shit, didn't it?
Like, we weren't that good of a band anyway.
No, but still people can listen
to it, but it wasn't great.
But it was good. Like the social media is good for bands in the fact that anyone can hear you, but it's also bad because there's so many other fucking bands that are out there that are doing it. So it's just as hard to fucking get noticed on there.
You haven't got to worry about that. You just got to make the music you like making.
Yeah,
if it's true.
Me, it'll be mainly death metal. So
I was going to go get another beer, guys. I'll let you talk about yourself. You know, call me a company. I'm back. Whatever you want to do. So see
we do it in your face before.
I'm trying to think. Underground.
Did he just give me a free pass?
I can't think.
Whatever I want.
I can't remember the first one I got into, but I've been getting into a load of them since, like Garden of Eyes from fucking Norfolk.
Yeah.
Which is basically the lyrical themes of Bloodborne. So if you love death metal and Bloodborne, you're gonna like the music.
That's a good mixture of worlds, right? Well, I'm just gonna go for a Slash. So
you're not allowed. And then I got into a Florida Death Doom metal band called Worm last year.
Old Roger.
I actually got a patch of Worm on here because I was sewing patches. Hence why I was late. So, that logo there's Worm.
Worm,
and my mate's band underneath.
Speaking of underground bands.
Oh, Deer's Hollow Custom, is that?
Yeah, it's all custom, yeah. Some more. And I put some more under here. Yeah.
Cool. I've got fucking patches. I've got patches like without a jacket to go on. Like I've already filled up 2 jackets, so I don't want to get another fucking jacket just for these fucking patches. I've sewed a couple of some trousers as well, some old army trousers.
I've done that. I probably need to get some jeans I like. Oh, wait, they had their day. Put some fucking patches on them.
He's more patched than man now.
I kind of got to the stage
Twisted
of being
and evil.
I feel like I'm such an old cunt. I don't walk around like looking metal half the time. I go out just a fucking plain sort of fucking warm black jacket on, like and a fucking Fallout hat. So I don't really look metal as much as I think I used to. But there you
go. I still wear the metal shirts. I don't wear jeans I don't wear jeans half of the time. I'm wearing shorts or combat trousers or something.
Not like when I was a kid. When I go out,
shirt, for fuck's sake.
Purple.
I know. I've been thriving in lockdown because, like, obviously, like the office world is gone now, so it's like no more button-up shirts. It's like I'm wearing the battle jacket every day. I can finally be myself.
It's like no more button-up shirts. Wear what you want. Just coming with your jacket full of patches. Like, you look smart. Like,
this is me. This is what I look like.
I'm like this. Well, I look smarter than you, buddy.
You feel like a butterfly that's emerged from the chrysalis. I'm a beautiful butterfly in my metal shirt.
I'm a beautiful butterfly.
And then I come home and still do spreadsheets in the house now.
So like, metal is fucking work. Spreadsheets at home.
Spreadsheets are metal.
Yeah, spreadsheets and what place in metal, then it would be metal spreadsheets.
Has anyone got? Sorry.
I was just going to say. I mean, when you think about the world of business and finances,
unreadable logos. I probably got one. I probably got some.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a shirt. I've got a shirt that's got a pretty unreadable logo. I'll go and grab it.
Yeah, some band are the most unreadable band logo.
I would get my jacket back, but you can read a lot of
make
logos
this
on
one. Beard. Anyone make this one out?
No.
Is that Cadaver?
Cadaver?
Yeah, it's Cadaver. Yeah, it's got more eyeballs and letters on
the Norwegian death metal band.
Yeah. Cadaver. This is one of my favourite shirts. I've never seen any other fucker wearing it. I'm the only one I've ever seen wearing this shirt. I'm sure there must be other people who have it.
Yeah, you probably just saw yourself in the mirror thinking, "Oh yeah, someone else is wearing." Oh shit, it's just me.
No, exactly, just me in a mirror. Yeah. Any of you guys seen Guar live?
Yes, I saw him Bloodstock 2010 and got covered in that green and red slime stuff.
I've seen him. I think I've seen him about 4 times, and I always
and after that,
always a white t-shirt on, so you can see what fucking.
And after them was Gojira. I was watching Gojira while still picking off half of the fucking shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's a test for us.
It's
oh, fuck off, man!
Spiderweb.
I might have seen it before, but no, it's
When I see unwinnable logos, I just think some black.
Is that called Porn Money Shot by any chance?
Nope.
I'm going to say ethereal or eternal for the first word.
No, I'm just going to go completely on that and say Cards Against Humanity.
I'm
looking at my Cards Against Humanity box.
Okay,
I can't even make it. You'll say it could be an E and a T, actually. Saying it could be an N at the end, maybe, but fuck no.
Look, if anyone in the chat can read this, I'm usually good at metal logos, but this one's kind of
there's taking the piss though, isn't there? There's taking the piss. Some band names are taking the piss now as well.
Why can't anybody in the chat help us? They're just watching us suffer and laughing, going.
It's like this band names like 40 characters long or fucking 10 words long or shit like that. Some bands just go. I played one on my show the other day. I can't remember what the fucking name of the word now, but they sort of shortened it. They had a shortened version and they had a fucking mega long version. And there was one of their albums. I think the second album was about 50 words in the title, like the something of the blah, something of the blah, something. And like, fucking hell, I'm trying to pay one up for that one. Yeah, this is a very good point. The Spiderweb design is great, but it's easy to lose detail with it. Yeah, no shit. There was no detail there at all.
Shit.
Hey, Jerry the Jitterbug. Talking metal, mate. If you want to come on, there's a link there if anyone wants to come and talk metal.
Anyone wants to talk metal with a bunch of us, more than damn welcome. What's that? Werewolf by lunchtime just said something.
Taking the piss, is that it? Is that when the logo says taking the piss?
Taking the piss, is that
it? Do you even know what that band is, mate? No, you just
I do, yeah. I know what it is.
What's the name then? How are you, man?
Yeah.
Triumvir Foul.
Right.
I'll just
the fucking real word, is it?
I'm sorry, it didn't look like what the.
I definitely didn't see a T in there.
I'm not even convinced those are real words.
He's actually put it in the chat now. Thanks.
So I can actually. Chat, yeah.
Oh, in the private chat. Oh yeah, I see it.
So I can just see they got
triumvirate foul. Okay, if they insist.
They are from.
I won't fucking argue with them too much.
Yeah, they're American.
Oregon.
I would also contest it could say fucking anything.
It literally could, yeah. You could.
What's that band? Is that fucking band named after some massively long fucking medical term like pericocky, lucky, blocky, fucking myeliosis, cardiomyosis or something like that?
I think you know what band you're on about because my mate Jim's played it. I think it's. I'm trying to remember. It's like onchocerciasis.
Fuck knows.
Something like that. Onchocerciasis. Esophago, gastro, duodenoscopy.
Yeah. And there's another. What's that one? Fuck it, I can remember this now. I'll look it up, see if I can find the name of them. I remember one word now.
It's like one of Carcass's albums. What is it? Necroticism, Descantini.
That's
fucking Carcass.
This is the band. It's normally like V, and then they put little X's. VXP. XO,
I know the band. I know.
Vaginal penetration of annulus with a musky carrot.
Yeah, vaginal penetration.
That's
vaginal penetration of annulus with a musty carrot.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's a different subgenre. Like when you get into like porn grind, you've got to censor your own name.
I know.
X's everywhere.
They're fucking hilarious. They're fucking hilarious. Especially the vocalist. He's fucking hilarious.
I know the good one word names have gone now, and like everyone's having to do 2-word names, but people are just taking the piss now.
Well, I checked out a band. I checked out this band's EP yesterday. It's a band called Coffin Mulch from Glasgow.
How's that not been used before?
That's a perfectly acceptable name.
Yeah, the EP is called Septic Funeral.
Right.
And it's just murky as anything. It's fucking murky death metal. Murky as anything. It's fucking awesome.
Sometimes I'm looking up band names. I never heard of this band. You go, it's a really fucking obscure word, and you find that it's like 5 fucking bands with that name. You think, Jesus Christ, I didn't think there'd be one band with this name, let alone 5. Just goes to show all the names are taken.
There's one out there with our name, but they spell it wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, Acherontia Styx.
Yeah, there's a band in Chile that came out around about the same time that the first incarnation of the band came out.
Oh, right.
I think they came out 2008, but they spell Acherontia wrong.
Right.
They put an extra H in there, as if it's not already difficult enough to fucking spell.
We had my band. My death metal band called Suffering, and at the time I didn't know any other band called Suffering. And then there was apparently to be a Norwegian one. They sent us a nasty letter telling us we couldn't be suffering anymore. You must have used our name. They actually sent me a free CD, and I said,
they changed it to The Sufferings. I have seen them.
No, we just kept it as Suffering. It was like, fuck it, you're in Norway, we're in fucking London. Who gives a shit? So we just kept
Suffering UK, like that's all you have to do.
Warlord UK as well.
There's actually another Suffering now as well from the UK. There's actually another Suffering from the UK. I'm not going to write him a nasty letter or nothing. I don't give a shit. Why would I?
You know, the CD attached to a nice
letter. The demo, that's what I said. You can't use this name, it's ours. No.
You can't use this name. Well, you can't use it either. There's too many bands with that same name.
I think.
Just get Grant to send them a nasty email.
Copyright email.
I'll get whoever his fella is that he gets on the ball.
But I think we're hitting like critical mass on like band names. Like you can't really enforce your band name copyright because it's like you said, everyone's used all the words. So like let's just shut up and be like, whatever, it doesn't matter. If someone's the better Suffering, who cares?
Totally.
That's good. Wait till they make $1 million, then complain. That's not a bad idea. If they ever make it huge, there could be money in this.
Then you can license your band name.
Someone just be like this.
Yeah,
it's not going to happen making metal anymore. Let's face it.
No.
We've passed the days of the metal gods.
You can't make money in metal anyway, especially death metal. You can't make money in that.
Well, the thing is, like, we're forgetting the one thing that if you need to be like a very good-looking band to get famous these days.
I was in a punk band in the 80s called the Foreskins.
What are you trying to say, Jake? We're very aesthetic men.
But do we look like Bring Me to the Horizon?
No, don't.
This coming from the elf with his fucking fountain of youth.
He is forever young. It's Theodore.
He's right though. There's so much of an aesthetic element to music these days that I think the days of ugly bands have got that going.
Don't want a fucking pretty boy band. Fucking metal shouldn't be fucking pretty boys. Jesus, this is glam. It's glam. If you fucking do
glam where they got teased hair and fucking makeup and shit on you.
I think metal's always been a niche, though, hasn't it? Really, I think metal's always been a bloody niche. So, I think there's people who like that. There's women who like the rougher looking guys. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I'm sure there's always be a market amongst preteen girls for boy bands, obviously. But
they're just like
or pop punk.
They don't see him screaming for a metal band.
Some
not screaming for him, but screaming away from him, going. Just fucking running away.
There's some metal bands like where you look at them, you're like they look like geography teachers with like little phrases on and stuff. And like there's a band called like August Burns Red.
Right.
And they're like really fucking technical, but like they just look like they've just graduated from like teaching university. No tattoos or anything. It's just all like clean cut and everything. You're like, what the fuck? And then they start playing.
Because the secret of metal is we're all like massive nerds.
So you're like supply teachers.
Who the hell's joining the chat?
The Reaper is coming for one of us. The Reaper is coming for one of us. Oh,
Brad's died.
The Reaper killed me.
Hey everyone, this is Reaper from Black Tar Superstar. He's been on a few times.
You should definitely check out if you haven't heard him yet.
Yeah. You all right, mate? You frozen? He's looking very still there.
We killed him.
I think his internet may be crap.
Frozen.
We killed him.
My phone falling over killed him.
Yeah.
Don't fear the Reaper.
Oh, well done, Grant. You killed him.
I think the Green Reaper has come for his internet. I'm not sure.
Say, I kill internet connections.
He's doing an online Retribution Alive. Have you guys done any gigs for Retribution Alive? Because you haven't done any online gigs, have you, while this was going on?
No.
Not something you bothered or thought about doing, or just not?
Would have to fake it, I guess. Like if it was like an online performance, because like we can't just play instruments.
No. Everyone records them in advance anyway.
I would like to have done that with Herb Soil, but everyone was just like taking a break or taking a break, so I couldn't really do it. So
like technically we could have a recorded thing and then like mime along to the track.
Hey! Yeah. Both of them have come in. Reaper 1 and Reaper 2 are now in chat. The Reaper twins have joined us here.
Himself.
Yeah, I didn't realise there was two of him.
Wow, he's got a brother.
Which one is the stunt double? Which one's the real Reaper?
That would be this one.
Okay. I'll kick the other one out there because I think he's frozen.
Yeah, I was having some connection issues, so I do apologize for that.
It's gone now.
It's gone. That was my evil twin.
Yeah, that was the Reaper clone.
Oh man. Sorry about that.
How's life treating you is it Akron, Ohio? Or am I remembering right? Or
you are correct. It's been a very busy day. I was just at the studio earlier. We finally got the tracks mastered. I'm working on getting those sent over to our label. They've already started production for the cover.
Cool.
Both the vinyl and the CD, but it's just a lot of communicating and back and forth, and we had a host of miscommunications today. So just got that finally ironed out. So hopefully everything's good to go.
All right. Good luck, man. Good luck. So what is it, an album or another EP?
No, it's a full album, 10 tracks.
Cool.
Awesome.
Any release date on that estimate?
Right now, we're looking at May 28th.
Okay, that's pretty quick. It was only was it not December? No, it was October, wasn't it? He brought out the EP.
Correct.
Oh, that's pretty quick turnaround.
Well, what can I say? COVID allowed us to become very creative and just do a lot of writing. And we wanted to put something. I mean, we've grown as a band over this entire thing. So, I mean, we were able to go through and do a bunch of different stylistic stuff that didn't get to, come out on the EP because the EP was basically made from songs our lead singer and bass player had already written, many moons ago. So we wanted to do something. Everybody got to, collaborate and come up with different riffs and lyrics and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's going to be a very heavy album. There's going to be a much different side to Black Tar Superstar on this one.
Cool. This is these other guys here. Jake already in the middle there. The other guys are from a band Acherontia Styx. Death metal band from Newcastle way up northeast. Is it northeast of England?
Northeast England, yeah.
The frozen north.
Yeah.
The frozen north.
Check them out.
Basically, man.
Yeah, from beyond the wall, basically. They're not allowed there down south. If they come down south, we have to send the Black Crows after them because, they're not allowed down here.
Accurate.
We are the wildlings.
Yeah.
You can never leave.
By the way, anyone watching this, the links for the bands are down below, by the way. The links are in the description down below. If you want to check these bands out, I think both their Facebook links down below. Make sure you go and sub their pages out and check out their stuff. Buy their merch and their music if you've got the cash, Have
you got the cash?
Yeah.
Support the bands.
So,
t-shirt, man.
Yeah. Is your state opened up there in Ohio now? You got gigs going on there now, or?
No.
Still nothing.
The earliest date that we got right now is actually we just got added to a live stream that's happening.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, it's not actually ours. We just got added last minute, unless you're familiar with it.
Yeah, Retribution Alive.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Yes,
yeah.
I know the fella from. He's it's like one of my mates, kind of thing.
Yeah, he said he saw the Succubus video and fell in love with it. He's like,
cool.
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, well, I played it again last night on my vidcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he was in the chat, and like he puts on like gigs every month. He's been keeping the flame burning by doing like online gigs ever since COVID's fucking come along. He's tentatively got an actual real gig for May, like a seated venue, seated only. Apparently, it's quite close to me, but it's like 46 or something is the maximum fucking capacity when it's seated. It's like 300 normally. There's gonna be 46 people just sitting down. Hey, ooh!
I'll boss on my table.
It's gonna be weird.
Yeah, the earliest gig that we have that's like in person is not until July 3rd, which is our release party.
All right.
And we're doing a benefit show in South Carolina in September. So that's what we got on the calendar at the moment. We're still working on things as some of these states start to get their capacities back. So we're working on it.
If anyone wants to become famous and buy followers, then go to that link there, okay?
Don't click that.
Keeps getting them
Go and suck a massive cock.
Nobody click that.
You can suck my frozen shit.
That's a different site, guys. That's a different site. It's not the same site.
No, that was on fucking Twitch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's on Twitch. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that's where I've been seeing it. When Jim
follow me on Twitch, guys. If any of you guys got Twitch, follow me on Twitch. I'm trying to get like more followers on there. I've got 10 at the moment. Whoa, 10 Twitch followers. The Greyman Empire grows every day.
There you go.
Today 10, tomorrow 12.
Just gonna.
So what?
They just doing the same stuff on Twitch, or are you like playing games?
Well, this is streaming to Twitch now. This is streaming to Twitch and Facebook and YouTube. And like, I might have worked out a way to fucking stream my Fallout to Twitch and YouTube. I'm gonna try it tomorrow, maybe. But yeah, nothing major, nothing massive.
Yeah,
I'm using, but yeah. Let's go to talk about your new. What's your new album called? Then your new record company called then, Reaper?
It's called The Black Flame.
Okay, I think you might mention it before. Rings a bell.
What's that?
Oh, that rings a bell. You like The Black Flame? I think you might have mentioned it before, and I might have forgotten. I wouldn't put it past me.
Oh yeah, that's okay. It's we've been dying for a date that we can actually tell people that it's coming out. The label had us kind of holding off and keeping everything under wraps. Although I'm going to release finally I'm going to release the front cover art in a post for Facebook and Instagram. So
cool.
Definitely be checking that out.
I am now following the Grey Man on Twitch.
Hey, I have another sub. Any plans to do any more videos?
Yes. The shoot is done for the song called Serial, which is about being in the mind of looking through the eyes of a serial killer.
Right.
All that footage has been done, and it's getting put together. I should have a trailer for that next week, and we're going to premiere it on Kingside Records YouTube channel on April the 30th.
Cool. I'll have to do a reaction video to it on my channel, maybe. Let us know when it's
funny. That's all I can tell you.
Do a reaction. Yeah, cool. Well, you guys, Acherontia, you got any other video? You got a couple of lyric videos, haven't you? I mean, you've got to do the classic in the woods, walking past the trees kind of video, surely at some point.
Once we're all able to get together, man, then
6 feet apart.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's not 6 feet apart. When you think 2 meters is actually like 6 foot. 6 and a bit, maybe.
Well, this is about 1/8 of the height of Adam.
I'm not that tall. Come on.
You can go metric or whatever. It's quite kind of that funny that like socially distancing. My housemate and his family got together for a walk over on the back of the flats kind of thing. And they took a picture. And they were all doing socially distancing. It looked like a really cool fucking album shoot. They were all sitting on a hill, standing 6 feet apart from each other. Just the way they were placed, it looked like a fucking 70s fucking folk metal band. Or something. I don't know. It looked really cool.
Well,
so something to be said about social distancing.
Speaking of videos and stuff, I was thinking of doing some like guitar playthrough videos for some of the tracks, just to like keep things ticking over. So yeah, I love seeing stuff like that anyway on YouTube. So I thought it would be a good idea to like.
Nice.
People see how the riffs are played, because I've had people ask me about some of the riffs. They're like, how do you actually play that? It sounds really weird, but it's like really simple, but it just sounds like good because it's like all on 7-string.
You might destroy the magic, though. You might destroy the magic. People look at that and go, that's fucking easy. What was I liking that before? It's a piece of piss. I've been con.
A piece of piss.
Well, Adam's done some mad stuff over lockdown with regards to videos, though. That was it the Shred for Hope or something like that?
Hope. Basically, there's this lass in America called Kate, and we got chatting and stuff, and she wanted people to start doing backing tracks for us. So I was like, fuck it, I've got the means to do it. So started sending backing tracks over, and then each video, like the guitarists got better and better. There's like people like Michelangelo Batio and stuff playing on the videos, and like Vinny what's his name? Vinny Moore, and Andy James was playing on one, and there was loads of like YouTube. Yeah, they're like they play over the top of my backing track on this video. And then one of the last ones, well, so basically, it's all like they send their files to the person who's like mixing it, and then they do a video of like where it's not actually the live audio, it's like them miming to it basically. So it's like sort of sounds like it's the finished product instead of you hearing the strings and everything like that. It's a pretty cool concept, and
I still don't get it. I might be intentionally thick, or does anyone else understand what? So you recorded some guitars, and so it's some woman, and Hope or whatever her name was, or Kate.
Yeah, she's working for a charity called I think it was like Spreading for Hope, and it's like to do with like kids who were like less fortunate in America and stuff like that. It's like raising money for charity for that.
I see.
And and they used to do like sort of guitar competitions, like after the video, like people would like pledge money and stuff like that, and then the person who won like the highest prize, if they pledged the most money, they all get to play in the next video.
Okay.
So it was pretty cool. And on the last one, I actually played in the video. So I was playing over my own backing track on this video with like famous YouTube guitarists. It was crazy. But
okay, you have to send us the. I think it's all on YouTube then.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Send if you can find the link and send it to us. I'll post it up on the thing and people can go and check it out. It sounds interesting. I mean, I'll probably have to check it out to work out what the heck that's about.
It's like you were saying before. It's a lot of guitar fret wankery. But it sounds cool.
That's cool. That's still cool.
And didn't have you like the guitarist out of Whitesnake and fucking Nitro and people like that, wasn't it? Patio was in Nitro, wasn't he?
Yeah. Whitesnake was on it.
It's a good call. It sounds cool.
It was cool, yeah. So I mean, that got a bit of traction, and they've had quite a lot of views. I mean, I'm gonna look up the link now, and I thought it's probably had quite a lot of views since the last time I've looked.
Yeah, we can post it in the chat, and maybe a couple more people will check it out.
Yeah.
A couple more than the 500,000 that'll have probably watched it by now.
Yeah. We can try. We can add our own 2 pennies worth. You know.
We'll try.
I mean,
Bracky Hall or somebody like that.
Maybe they return the favour. Maybe they return the favour and share my link.
There you go.
You never know. It's worth a try. So that Artillery Music Group, is that where people can pre-order your album from, Reaper?
Not only that, but you can also get Black Tar Superstar merchandise there as well.
Cool.
So
good
that's
good stuff.
That we're on.
Right. That video that we were just talking about, the last one that was off 2 months ago, has had 91,000 views.
Bastards. Ooh. Why don't I get that many? I've got 3. I've got 3 currently watching. So
there's a lot of guitar enthusiasts out there too, you know.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, well, you 3 people ask us some questions.
Yeah.
We did a couple of song playthrough videos where one of our guitar players just, was playing through the song. And people like really kind of dug into it. They're like, wow, that's really cool. I always wanted to know how you did that. So it seems like those type of videos are very popular right now.
Yeah.
Secretly, I kind of always thought that maybe it was a way that people could try to rip you off by seeing how you do it. But I mean, why not? It gets views.
Definitely.
Get your name out there.
I've posted the link for the Shredding for Hope. If anyone wants to check it out, maybe I'll put it in the description as well. Maybe we might get a few more people. That's cool. I was kind of thought to myself, because I did this interview with this guitar shredder, Lawrence Wallace, a couple of weeks back, and I was thinking, because another guy I was talking to wanted to come over an interview. Gabriel, something or other, I can't remember his name now, but he was another guitar shredder. And I was thinking, maybe I could get them both on and we could have like guitar fucking duels, like dueling banjos, dueling guitars instead, kind of thing.
Let them get it done, man.
I don't know. Do you reckon that would work? It would just be a fucking noise, like a constant,
I thought you were picking your guitar up there, Adam.
Just went for me, Rick and Morty, Mr. Meeseeks cup.
I'm Mr. Meeseeks, look at me. Can do.
Existence is pain.
Existence is pain.
There you go. Werewolf at Lunchtime is watching on his phone, TV, and tablet. That's 3. That's all 3 of our viewers. It's all Werewolf at Lunchtime.
Right.
Werewolf by Lunchtime is our only viewer.
I know who's here as well. Who's here as well?
He just put overkill.
Who's here? Any gigs people looking forward to? I mean, any bands you're looking forward to seeing? Like, or just any band?
Any band.
Any band.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Right now.
I'm still too scared. I'm unvaccinated, so.
I'm not vaccinated.
Well, I've had my first vaccine.
All right.
Last Friday. Yeah. So.
Monday.
Is that your age group, or are you at risk or something?
No, I've got my own health complications and things going on.
Anyone with health complications gets their vaccine.
So that went well until the night time when I was like sort of shaking like really bad.
Yeah. Did you get bad side effects?
Yeah, it was only 1 day's worth though. It was fine.
I didn't get fuck all from mine. I had a tiny little bit of like around it, like a little bruise. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, why are you saying that? I had fucking sore toes. And I was like, could that be anything to do with the fucking? Is that just a regular old man thing? You know, like a regular old man thing that happens every now and again. My toes got kind of, they feel like really hot or like. That's probably just diabetes. Don't fucking worry about that kind of shit. That's nothing to do with the jab.
Yeah. You know, what the fuck was in that vaccine?
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because last time we spoke, I was telling you about my peanut allergy, so I've got EpiPens now.
Oh, right.
So now because I have EpiPens, and I told them at the vaccination centre, they were like, "Oh yeah, you've got to sit for half an hour after you've had the vaccine."
Right.
So I was like, "Shit." So then there's me, because I'm like so like anxious. I've got like anxiety disorders coming out of me fucking arse now. Like I'm like I was like, shit, I'm having a reaction.
I got my microchip in.
Did they put a microchip inside you as well?
Yeah,
that's what they've been doing.
Mine malfunctioned apparently. I was but no, I was like, I was fine because like I thought I was having a reaction or something like that, and then I had a drink of water and my like throat was fine, because usually you can tell if like my throat started to close up or anything, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm fine. And then first thing I did when I got back, because my arm was aching so much, was play my guitar, and I was like, well yeah, I'm fine. And then by the tea time on last Friday, I just started to feel like I had the worst hangover I've ever had.
I know it's good to get your blood pumping a bit, like do some exercise, and that helps it to sort of flow around your body quickly.
My dad had his first vaccine a while back, and he went to work and he came home early because he didn't feel well.
Yeah,
right.
Because of it.
Mind you, if I was working and I'd got a jab, I would fucking use the same excuse anyway. So you know what I mean? You can't make it. You know, it's like I've seen double.
Time to go for a walk. I'm just too knackered. No, staying home.
Not taking it unless they make me. They can't make you. They can't pin you down. Like
he's in Australia anyway. They haven't got much. Australia's pretty clear.
Oh god, they'll be fine.
Because they actually locked down their country before anything happened.
Stop people coming in. They won't even let their own people back. I've got an Aussie housemate, and she's not been allowed back for over a year to go and see her folks. So
so you're not getting in, mate.
Yeah. What's it like in Ohio? Is it in America in general? Are you all lots of people? I'm sure everyone's vaccinating now. There's no one against it.
Oh fucking hell!
They're all queued up.
I seriously cannot wait to get my first vaccine. They're all waiting too fucking long now.
They're all wearing hats saying "Make America Well Again" and stuff like that. I'm sure that's what they're doing.
There are a ton of people that are against it, to be honest. You know, most people are like, if you're not making me do it, then I'm not doing it. Everyone thinks that the government is trying to implant something through it so that they can
that's the thing. That's what it's like. They put a microchip in me. Nope.
Yeah.
But
has social media made the world gone mad or something? Has it like, helped to fucking
social
boost
media makes everything go mad. Everyone just reads what's on social media and thinks, "Oh, that's got to be true." Then no, it's not fucking true, you dipshit.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Well, see, it's funny because like
people lack common sense.
I've had like
if you don't have common sense, you're just. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, well, so many complications over this last year. You won't believe my life sounds made up over this last year. Like so many things have happened health wise, and I just found out like quite recently that I actually have something called long COVID.
Oh right,
yeah.
So you had COVID at one point, then, and it's now.
I had COVID.
Oh shit!
Last January, and it didn't even hit me that hard. Like I thought, like I was just getting there. It's fine. But then I started to feel the complications from last March, and developed severe anxiety disorder because apparently the specialist said that the COVID had attacked my brain.
Oh fuck!
So it attacked me fight or flight response, and it was just totally turned on the whole time. So I was having multiple panic attacks a day. I've got like joint pains that I never had before. I've lost a ton of weight that I didn't want to lose. So I'm proof that it can really threaten your life. Really,
well,
so like when I hear people going, "I'm not taking your vaccine," well, fucking don't then. Like, just don't. Like,
well, the only trouble is they can give back to you though. If everyone doesn't get the herd immunity, you don't get the herd immunity by everyone getting vaccinated. You can fucking come back to us, can't it?
Yeah, well, to be fair, I got told off the woman who gave us the vaccine that potentially because I've already got antibodies anyway to it.
Yeah,
that I could potentially be full, like the full dosage worth of immunity from the first dose. So I could have like some sort of super immunity by the time I've had like.
Because I was fucking cried my jab recently. You always fucking worry about these things because basically all the fucking conspiracies out there. Oh, I'm thinking, there's all this stuff about the fucking blood clots they talk about at the moment. I'm like, well, yeah, the fucking any kind of medicine, there's always going to be a percentage of people who can have a side effect. And if there's millions of people having this fucking done at the same time, obviously, when it's just like 0.01%, there's going to be more people that are getting the jab. But as I was actually getting towards it, because I read a lot of comic books, and I was suddenly thinking, suppose I get superpowers. That'd be cool.
Yeah, you look at it because, like, I mean,
or you turn into a mutant.
Yeah, with superpowers. Yeah,
well, pleasing taste, some monsterism. It's fine.
Well, I'm already a giant, so I don't need any more mutants. But it's like it's one of those things where they showed me the statistics for you getting a blood clot off the vaccine, and it was 1 in 1 million, which is fuck all, right?
Pretty much.
Women in general, just for having ovaries, like 1 in 2,000.
Yeah.
Or something like that. It's
taking the pill as well. Women taking the pill got a chance of,
well,
they still fucking take it,
That's why the AstraZeneca one is getting stopped from people below 30 having it.
And the whole of Europe and
I'm 29, so I'm not 30 yet.
Yeah. 29, yeah. But it's like because a lot of the women in that range
getting the other one.
Well, I had the AstraZeneca and I'm fine.
Yeah, I had AstraZeneca as well, but
because it's basically a lucky dip, isn't it? You get what you're given. You can't. Well, you can refuse and wait until they've got the other one. But if you're already there, you might as well get the one.
If I was already up for my vaccine, it's like, right, I'll just take that. I'll just take the one they got now.
But
I looked at the small print. Sorry, you carry on.
So people are acting as if like you get the vaccine and then like a week later you drop dead. No, if something's going to happen, the medical professionals at the centre told me it would happen in like 5 to 10 minutes later.
Right.
But you don't just get a blood clot like 2 weeks down the line. Like you would. Yes. Yeah, it would be instant. Like you'd have a reaction straight away. It's like any sort of allergy. Like it would be like bang. It wouldn't be like 3 weeks down the line I got ran over on the road. Oh well, it was the vaccine's fault because
I've been ran over. It's not fun.
No, I can't imagine.
This was 2007. So
best avoided. Anything to do with like being hit by large vehicles, best avoided.
No, my own damn fault. Because I moved schools. Because I went to a different school because I moved. Because I was struggling at that school, and then I went to visit a mate because he got off the bus. Then I was like, I'm just going to cross the road. And didn't look, and all of a sudden, went up in the air.
You never had the green cross code man in your day. That's the one. I never should have got. When the green cross code man turned into Darth Vader, that's when everything went downhill. He used to be a nice guy who helped people across fucking roads. Little kids. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Look both ways. Stop, look, and listen. And he went from that to never underestimate the power of the dark side, or whatever the fucking he said.
May he rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Yeah.
Well, that's all right. I see moving traffic as a challenge. Nothing ever hits me.
I've only been ran over that one time, and it's just like.
My school, my fucking junior high school, that used to be on a fucking really busy road, and my mate got knocked over by a fucking lorry. Like these lorries just mount the fucking curb every fucking. Like we come around this really tight corner, they always mount the curb, and I'm walking with my mate. I see this fucking lorry. I went, Martin, I went over. He went, what? Fucking got hit in the shoulder by a lorry. The fucking wheels really loud. He fucking rolled out the way of the wheel, like fucking the last minute kind of thing. And like the lorry didn't even stop. The lorry didn't even fucking know he'd knocked some kid over on a fucking road. And he just carried on going. He was all right, but fucking hell, he was like inches away from getting flattened. So yeah, I'm kind of glad he rolled out of the way because that would have fucked my head up if I see my mate getting run over by a lorry. I think more than it's already fucked up, of course.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I agree. Very poignant. A very poignant point there, Jake. Anyone else got anything they want to chat about? Anything interesting they can think of to discuss?
I mean, if we're hitting controversial topics,
has anyone gone for walks?
It always goes to vaccinations on this because it's the only fucking topic we've all been talking about for over a year.
We could talk about flat Earth if you want.
Flat Earth,
well, I've been going for a lot of walks lately, so I've been getting a lot of exercise.
Spoilers.
have you noticed on your walk, Jake, that the Earth's always flat whenever you walk? You never go over a curve. It's always flat wherever you go. Yeah, they're fucking lying to us.
This is a flat curve.
Yeah, exactly.
There's trees now. How the fuck this happen?
I thought fucking flat earthers were just like having a joke, you know what I mean? I just assumed they was all having a laugh, like fucking just for fucking trolly argument's sake. But apparently, some people who actually really believe.
Yeah, there are people that actually believe the Earth is flat and thinking.
Really believe, not just doing it for shits and giggles, but really believe. Apparently. And then the fucking
edge.
But then there's what gets me is there's the secondary theories as well. Like for example, Australia doesn't exist, and everyone who says they're from Australia is the paid actor. Have you heard that one? Because the Earth isn't round. Australians don't exist. They're just fucking people pretending to be Australians. To fucking and it's like what the fuck?
And people thinking, well, Mormons thinking Jesus was from America.
Yeah, the Mormons. I'm not gonna.
I remember hearing that. I was just like,
I got nothing.
I'm not going to say anything about the religion because of the religious friends.
I don't want to say nothing. I don't know because they random thing. The Earth is
what else is there that all birds aren't real? That's a conspiracy that they're all government spy robots.
Like that would no such thing as dinosaurs. Well,
the lizard people. Jesse Ventura is a big fan of that one.
Oh god,
Jesse Ventura is just big on his conspiracy theories and shit like that. So.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm Hugh Jackman. Hello, heavy people.
I don't know why he's saying that. He's off on his own tangent, Werewolf by lunchtime. He's from South London. What do you expect? Originally from South London, moved to Australia. It's like how he's not locked up in some kind of institution, I don't know. But it's good fun.
I know a couple of mates that moved to Australia like in recent times. Like,
why would you go from a country that's got like temperate climate, no fucking poisonous flora or fauna, to move to fucking the arse end of hell? It's like a fucking, it's like the fucking an annex. It's like the third level of hell has annexed Australia as fucking
because I was
kind of overall province.
I was chatting with Joel from
Sharks.
I was chatting with Joel from Lagerstein saying, as well as having some great metal bands from Australia, you got creatures that want to kill you at every opportunity.
Exactly.
And he actually told me one time he just walked in front of a tree and there was like cobwebs on it and he just got cobwebs in his face.
Oh, fuck that. I don't understand it. I mean, fuck no.
I'm thinking, when they're rehearsing in their rehearsal room, are there any poisonous spiders in there?
Exactly.
That's what I'm thinking.
Black widows like to live under fucking toilet seats and shit like that. You'd be scared to have shit, wouldn't you?
Take a massive poo.
Exactly. Fucking hell. I'd have to fucking stand on the fucking.
I'll stand on the bowl like this. Right, lighter, deodorant. Fucking dead now.
Yeah, he makes a good point. It's the furthest he could get away from North London. He does make a point.
Like on the other side of the disc that we all live
I'm in Bristow. I can find some good ones.
Settle down, wind.
It's a fucking weird fact, actually. Right, so Australia's got like so many fucking poisonous snakes. Some of the most poisonous snakes in Australia. The stupidest one is like the second most poisonous snake in the world is like Australian, the eastern brown snake. And they don't even give it a fucking scary name. Like a fucking snake that poisonous should have a fucking name. The fuck off, don't come near me snake or something like that. It's a fucking eastern brown snake. It's so fucking pedestrian for a name, isn't it?
Fuck off with the die snake.
Yeah. It's only the eastern brown snake. Don't worry about it. It's not like Death Adder or Murderfucker or something like that.
Or in America, there's like
or at least called Slithering Devil.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Eastern Diamondback, Western Diamondback.
The Murder Snake. Yeah, something like that. But no, it's just the eastern brown snake.
It's like,
brown,
so what's this?
It's brown. You find it in the east. It's the eastern brown snake. Fucking
all stay away from that snake.
In that case, you could call it the oh shit snake.
Yeah, at the very least.
What's the scary snake called? The Eastern brown snake. It looks like a fucking shit stain.
Yeah, but the
Let's face it, though, it avoids confusion. It's like, there's a brown snake.
Yeah. Yeah. Are we in the east?
But is it the particular shade of brown? Let's look at its back and see if there's any diamonds on it. No, brown snake. Nope.
Yeah.
All right. So in Brazil, they keep their snakes and spiders in the rural areas. That's good. Live in the big cities where you don't get
in the big cities, you don't get them as much. And I think that's
also
the same with Australia.
Yeah. They have
a huge scorpion problem.
Scorpions, man.
The second point I wanted to make: Australia got all these poisonous snakes, and apparently New Zealand are one of the only countries in the world that don't have any snakes. Apparently. New Zealand, just across the water from Australia, has got no snakes. No snakes at all. It's really...
No, the only thing you see in New Zealand, I've never been there, my dad has, you see, like, the fucking kiwi bird.
I think the sheep ate them all. I think that must be all the way. The sheep ate all the snakes. It must be something like that. I can only imagine.
Hobbits.
It's probably the hobbits just killing them and like, we'll just
the hobbits had them all for 11s or second breakfast or something like that. Second breakfast.
What about
snake was
Oh, here we go. We've had an update in the chat. He's only been bitten by a snake once, which is too many times in a lifetime for me. Personally.
I've never been bitten by a snake, but I've been stung by a wasp.
Oh yeah, that's not fucking that over bloody hell. You're not getting any sympathy for that, mate. Come on.
I've been bitten by a snake. I've got a snake.
You've got a snake.
You've got a snake. Yeah.
I do.
Save it for OnlyFans.
Yeah. Was it
OnlyFans, for fuck's sake. There's too much about that.
Yeah, what kind of snake you got?
Corn snake.
Corn snake, okay.
He's only little. I've been bitten by him, and I was bitten by my mate's boa constrictor, and last boa constrictor bite was considerably worse than getting bitten.
It wasn't an anaconda.
It was like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least it wasn't an anaconda like in bloody Jackass where they did the anaconda ball pit.
Oh, fuck.
I was trying to figure out what the anaconda was, and it was wrapping around Johnny Knoxville's arm. They bit him as well.
Gorgeous looking creatures, but would I want to fight one? Like?
No, snakes. I don't mind snakes. Spiders.
Oh yeah, they got kangaroos. Yeah, if you piss them off, kick it.
Snakes look nice. They don't look nice, but they don't look horrible.
Australia has kangaroos.
I don't like spiders. It's the fucking hairy little fucking legs and all the fucking twitchy, fidgety shit. It's like, fuck off.
Who was that? Because they were from Brazil a minute ago, and now they're talking about New Zealand as David Attenborough or something.
He is from Brazil, but he's quite well. I mean, he's been quite well read, this fella, because he comes into all my streams and he knows lots of things about everything. He's on my beer stream, talking intelligently about beer. He's been on some of my other streams, talking quite knowledgeably about other things. I think he was in my Cthulhu read-along stream, talking about Cthulhu last week.
Is it you, mate?
It's not me. No, it's not me. Does not do. This is my guy from Twitch. He joined. He's one of my 11 Twitch people.
He's one of my. Wait.
Yeah,
so you subscribe to your OnlyFans?
Yeah, I haven't got an OnlyFans yet.
Geography and history. That makes perfect
if anyone wants me to do an OnlyFans, I'm unemployed. I'll do anything for money. Well, maybe not. Maybe not anything. But I won't do that. But anyway, maybe I will.
I won't do that. Oh, no. Fuck it. Fucking beer. So, I will do anything. No, I'm just drinking beer.
Yeah.
That's a bit of an epidemic in music at the minute as well, if we're going on to controversial subjects of vaccines and all that kind of stuff. The amount of musicians that are nonsense. I mean, how?
Oh, really?
It's like every week there's another musician that's come out that's been touching kids, for fuck's sake.
How much of that is actual fucking confirmed though, and how much of it is just the fucking
castrate cunts?
Yeah, because a lot
you
of
were talking about social media earlier on, Graham, and I think that's part of the big problem with it. Is that the moment somebody has some bad press against them, it's trial by social media.
Yeah.
It's not trial by fucking judging, or trial by social media.
But also the social media is generally where the evidence comes from, as in like the chat logs.
I found this about this person. Like, okay.
But I think for every instance where there's evidence, you get somebody that's coming through that's lying, and it kind of it fucks everything up a little bit. Look at the Marilyn Manson thing.
I was just about to say that he's drawn and quartered at this point.
Right.
Now, don't get me wrong. Like,
not hundred.
Reaper, I don't know how old you are, dude, but I think you're around about my age. You know, we remember Manson from the mid-90s when they were talking about all of these terrible things that he was doing backstage, and you look at it now and think, you know, this guy's fucking, he's awful. He's an evil fucking person. And
my thing is why didn't they just stop him then? You know.
Well, it was a different time. You know what I mean?
It was.
You know, even back then, it was before people had a camera in their hand their entire time.
Before they had
and all this kind of stuff.
Take pictures on their phone, put on social media pages.
The press behind Manson has been diabolical, but you can guarantee in the way that social media works that for every person that's come forward against Manson that has a legitimate claim as to how much of a cunt the man has been, there's going to be two people on social media coming forward lying about it, and the moment the liars are rumbled, the moment they come out on, you know, this girl said that Marilyn Manson did this and she was lying, all of the people that were fucking genuine victims of him
I do have a
are automatically thought of as liars.
It will get tired of the same brush, doesn't it?
I'm planning on deleting my Twitter account because I just don't use it.
Yeah.
Or as my brother calls it, Twitter.
Yeah. You know, it's the like I said, social media is as good as it is bad for music and press.
Well,
and look at what happened to Johnny Depp. You know what I mean? Johnny Depp was made out to be this evil woman beating this, that, and the other, and everybody dropped him, and then it started to come out that Amber Heard had done all of these things to him and that kind of thing. But by the time that came out, the trial was too late. You know, Johnny Depp had already been ruined by it, and you know, he's never denied the fact that he lashed out back at her. But you know, would you let her bite your finger off? Would you let her shit in your bed? You know what I mean? Yes. Where do you have to?
Those are two very different things.
I might let her shit over a coffee table while I'm underneath it, kind of thing. But I wouldn't let her shit in the bed.
Some women make a good living that way.
All right.
That's the really bad part about it, because you know, social media gives people a voice that if they were actually in front of these people, they wouldn't say shit. But because they have
because social media is that shield they can use, basically.
They call them
it's like social media is only as bad as the people who use it. It's kind of like a crappy reflection.
If someone's got something bad to say about me, I want them to say it to my face, not on social media. I want them to say it to my face.
I think that's a double-edged sword.
Be a fucking man and tell it to my face. There you go.
Well, you get those that have maybe not got the social skills to be able to voice their point. That social media gives them the ability to have a valid point.
It's all that, like, someone has the social skills and they say, right, I got a problem with you. All right, what's the problem? Let's just talk it the fuck out. But on social media, they'll just say whatever and they'll probably side with that person.
It's like,
I'm not just saying me. Any one of us here could probably have someone like that who's going to say something.
I try to avoid fucking talking about anything. Especially don't try and change other people's minds, because you know you're never going to change anyone else's mind.
No, you're never going to change
because they've already got their fucking position set out, and they're never
their mind made up. And
exactly, and even Trevor.
I don't bother getting people into the music I'm into. It's like, you don't like my music? That's fine. Just go that
even
way.
Going in trying to have a discussion, like a general discussion, like it always fucking degenerates into fucking.
I got mates who on metalheads
anyway. 5 seconds, isn't it? So
I'm not into your music. I was like, oh, that's fine. Yeah. We've got other interests, but metal's not one of them.
Yeah,
I know, man. I like arguing with gammons. I really do.
I can see.
I know Jake does as well.
Yeah, that's cool. Like, if that's your actual mentality, and you don't fucking mind the fact you're never gonna, but you just want to fucking argue with them, that's cool. But it's just like, to me, I just think, it's too much fucking effort. Too much effort. You're never gonna fucking.
I don't argue with. I stay out of like drama and discussions on like Facebook or whatever. Like, I got nothing to say, so I'm just gonna let them just kill each other here, and that's fine.
Yeah,
and then listen to bands on YouTube.
Musical discussion, fair enough, but political and moral discussion,
I stay out.
Try and change somebody's mind.
I can't deal with it.
As much as we might say we all hate.
Don't do.
I don't hate social media personally, but like as much as people say it's a bad thing, it's like unfortunately became a really big political tool right now. So it's kind of like
if I see anything remotely political, I just like nope, fuck this shit. No, I'll do
something. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing, though. Like you can ignore it, but the general public, it's being used by the big parties to like actually influence people.
I end up
it is something. It is something you need to take seriously.
Yeah, I end up getting caught up in it anyway. I'll just say what I have to say, and then I just get on with what I was going to do in the first place.
Look at the term fake news.
Fake
news.
Oh, God,
news. The word fake news initially came out during our Brexit votes. And like as to describe fake news articles like, bbc.uk.tv.com are reporting that Nigel Farage is the fucking Messiah.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. It was fake news articles. Yeah. And then it got adopted. And we talked before about the vaccines, about herd immunity. Do you guys not remember like a year ago when Boris Johnson was screaming on about herd immunity, but he was using the term completely wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was talking about herd immunity being everybody in the UK getting infected with COVID and not what herd immunity is, which is when 95% of your population is vaccinated against a certain disease.
Yep.
Fake news became that, and all of these terminologies, all of these buzzwords and all of this kind of thing just get fucking forced and manipulated through social media.
Boris Johnson says makes no fucking sense.
That's so true.
When he talks, I don't hear him talk. I don't hear him saying these words. I just hear blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I never understand half the damn things that comes out of that man's mouth.
You ever noticed when he's doing a speech, he stabs?
Stabs?
Well, like,
watch him. The next time he's doing a speech, if he's doing any of his COVID stuff, he always stands there doing this.
Yeah, I have noticed that.
He's always doing a stabbing motion while he's speaking.
You sure he's not living back his fag days where he used to have to wank off the head boy or something like that? Maybe that's what he's doing.
At least it's not Trump doing this. It's like, I will make this a better place. When he does this with his hands. Have you ever watched him do a speech?
Yeah, it was something he was doing, wasn't he? I remember something.
I'm just thinking, what the hell is this?
That's the senility kicking in.
Yeah.
Reaper, you're on the outside looking in here on American politics, mate. Are you a Trump fan?
And then
Yeah, I tend to stay off of that a lot. Yeah. We really don't.
I don't blame you.
I don't know.
I really don't blame you.
I don't personally trust any fucking politician in the world at all. All the way down, even all the way down to the local level, we don't trust them because somebody's always stealing this or that, or pushing their own personal agenda. This, that, the other thing. I don't side with one.
I think that's most of us in this chat. We just don't trust the politicians that we have. We just don't trust them.
I mean, if a politician's a business person,
I've never
can't really be trusted because it's like
you
never got vested interest.
You never trust him anyway. So
I think the ones that are worth trusting get demonized immediately.
Usually it's like,
so true.
By the fake news.
We don't like what you're saying. Well, shit, away with you.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking America's so like polarized now, isn't it? Fucking Democrats and Republicans. It's like
I can't follow that.
Kind of scary how they're fucking not on the same page.
I honestly think that they like the division. Because they certainly push for it. They can never agree on anything. And, it's like once they get in there, they can finally push their plan for as long as they can. Then shit gets fucked up. And then let's say the other side wins the following 4 years and they start fucking shit up. And, it's just one big shit show.
Just the name of strapping in lads on, it's a shitstorm.
It is. Just one person.
I'll just put that on if I hear anything stupid political shit like that. I'll put on shitstorm.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Because at least Devon speaks the truth.
That's true.
In my eyes, he speaks the fucking truth. Anyway, what?
That's a good point. Has anyone got like any mood music where they will play a certain band when they're in a certain mood? Like, is there anything that fucking if you're in a bad mood, you put a certain band on, or
Usually, I'm listening to a lot of death metal. I'm like,
if I'm getting in a bad mood, it's 9 Inch Nails all the way. Like they're moody as fuck.
Nothing wrong with 9 Inch Nails.
Mate, I use 9 Inch Nails when I'm in a good mood.
Yeah,
right.
They've got both. They've got tracks for both of us.
When I'm in a good mood, is a lot of death metal and folk metal mixed in.
Yeah, I don't think I've got one. I don't know why I fucking come up with that question. Really, I like fucking anything.
Or if I just want to lose myself somewhere in the moment, like out in the woods, I'll put on some doom metal or something.
Yeah,
I feel a bit isolated here, man. If I'm in a good mood, I'll listen to hip hop and I'll listen to dance music. Seriously, like it's so
it's metal
and like the minute the sun comes out, I'm just like loads of Wu-Tang Clan and loads of like 90s.
Let him finish his sentence, man.
Sorry.
You keep reading over to other people.
Yeah, I think we got some delay going on, dude. I don't think that's.
Oh, well, it could be.
It might be delay.
Oh, it might be. Yeah. That explains it.
Bloody delay.
Yeah. I listen to loads of hip hop and loads of like. Christ, I'm sitting here with a Prince T-shirt. Nah, fucking love Prince, mate. I really do. Like my music taste changes massively depending on my mood. It always goes back to metal.
Nothing wrong.
You know, like, but I've really swing through the genres loads. Like,
yeah, I'm pretty similar that way.
I'm a weird one.
I'm pretty similar that way. My sort of genres are all over the place. I listen to, if I need to concentrate and focus at work, I listen to Tangerine Dream purely because it's instrumental and I can concentrate on what I'm doing. If I'm in a really, really shit mood, it's Fear Factory. That always, for some reason, it always makes me feel a lot better. It's just the intense rhythms. And when I'm in a good mood, that's when I listen to black metal.
All right.
Yeah, that's like me, death metal.
Yeah, it's just like there's nothing puts me in a better mood than sort of walking through a forest. It's just fucking great.
Even listening to like doom metal or something when I'm in the woods, because I put on a band called Ivan from Australia and put the winds will scream, and I was just in the woods taking pictures, and I was like, this just feels right.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. I'm surrounded by a load of trees and
fucking Ivan and Dave the Bard as well.
Right.
I like this guy's banter.
Was your nerd? Yes.
Yeah, thanks, Lloyd.
Yes.
Good
weed. And then you got to start.
Fair enough. Got to have some Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
Definitely Pink Floyd, like. Awesome.
Well, but like I always find like I can go sleep to death metal. I mean, I'm like on a fucking car journey, on a coach journey. Whatever was on, if it could be death metal, fucking black metal, fucking, I could just fall asleep to it. And because you're kind of like kind of used to the kind of music, so it's like to you, it's just like I don't know. It could be peaceful. You can just get off on the fucking melody. Even fucking, I always find like sometimes intense fucking death metal. I'll just play my mate's band Bludgeon, and they're just fucking heavy as shit. And it feels like I'm being massaged by fucking noise. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm having a cool massage from noise. Like, oh yeah.
Where does hands go there?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Oh, I got a fucking headache. I was put on some brutal death. Oh, my headache's gone now.
Yeah.
Earlier on, I mentioned Triumvirate.
Yeah.
One of the EPs that I've got by them, it's absolutely fucking awesome. There is not 1 second of silence in the entire record. From start to finish, it starts with like a hiss, like static, like, and then it fades into the music, the track plays, and then when it fades out, it fades into that again. And it's that for the entire album. It's absolutely it's like a massage for the brain. It's wonderful.
It's like,
brain massage.
Yeah.
It's like, my headache's gone now. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember this fucking band who got a funny like song title, something like Unintelligible Tree Logo or something like that. I can't remember the name of the band is now.
I think that's most black metal band logos.
Yeah, that's what it's a joke. Obviously, a joke about black metal band logos. There's like memes of like a pile of like. I thought you meant they were literally called unintelligible. No, that's one of their songs. One of their songs. They're kind of like a funeral
like
doom
Project
band.
Lads.
What's fucking Old English for oak tree? Someone must know. You must know, Paul.
Oh, wait, Paul.
Not off the top of my head, but I can find out.
Yeah,
Stan might know.
Just put the band Ivan in the private chat.
Orcus or Caucus or something like that. I can't remember now. Because that I can't remember. I just remember because that we looked at your T-shirt earlier. It reminded me of their song title, but oh man, what is the fucking? It's one of my. It's really cool fucking funeral doom with like church organ like going on. It's just like fucking wow. It's just like envelops you with like heavy. Really
the only
cool.
one I can think of with that organ sound is Skepticism from Finland.
Yeah, we mentioned it before. What are we looking at? Why are we looking at? This is the band Ivan you were talking about.
Yeah, that's the band I was on about. Because
what kind of thing are they then?
Funeral doom death.
Right, funeral doom. Right, yeah.
Because my mate Jim Berman played them on because he does the new music lottery on Wednesday and Sundays, and he had them on there, and I was like, I actually like this. Give that.
He has the Beamageddon as well, doesn't he?
He does Beamageddon, yeah. That's why I met him.
Beamageddon. Have you ever been to Beamageddon?
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I think I've got mates that have played there and that kind of stuff, but I've not actually been.
It's at Bromsgrove, like what's the
Bromsgrove?
Yeah, Stokes Fire Football Club.
Birmingham way, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really fun festival. It's like,
did you ever? Was it a festival or a venue? You had was that Biker Grave or something like that? Was that in Newcastle?
Oh yeah, like I know the guys who run that. Yeah,
they called Biker Grave.
Yeah, because of the Biker Grove TV show.
Yeah, I was trying to remember. That's what I thought. And is that
it Jonas that does that, Jake?
Yeah, and like it's like Stew and stuff, like that crowd. But then it was basically like just a kind of like extreme metal, like all day type of thing. It was in a venue, it wasn't like a festival or anything.
Right.
It was good fun. They usually try and like pick some like community space to do it in, like like community arts, like sort of like student space. So you get to see some like artwork, some like good bands and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that they obviously had to like cancel it, but I'm sure they'll get back to it. But
yeah, they will.
Good name. It's a good.
I always like the name Biker Grave. I realised it was well, I've just worked out it's Quercus. Quercus is oak in Latin.
Quercus.
They got a song called yeah. So I was fucking out. I said Old English, didn't I? I knew it was something like that. They got a song called Latin. They got a song called "Illegible Tree Name," which I took to be like a piss take on the old logos that you get. Illegible tree name. That half man, half biscuit always impressed me as a band name.
Biscuit.
As a good like.
I gave you them back in the day. Yeah.
All right. I remember there was gay bikes on acid, and I don't know if it was a tribute band or a piss take, but I always remember like looking through old like gig listings, and there was a band called Lesbian Dope Heads on Mopeds.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, I found rather amusing.
Sorry, Reaper. It would be half man, half cookie over there.
Yeah,
just to translate for you.
I don't know. Rob Zombie tends to have a lot of really interesting titles, so we're used to some fucked up shit.
Yeah, it's like in the UK we say yogurt, you say yogurt.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I do love a bit of Rob Zombie. Like White Zombie were the first metal band that I truly got into, and I fucking adore them, man.
I actually prefer White Zombie over Rob Zombie's solo stuff.
Oh, totally, man. He peaked at Astro Creep 2000. He really, really did.
People always shit on me when I say that. I'm like, dude, you just don't understand. They're better.
No, man.
That's what I just mentioned. I mentioned the White Zombie song and Black Sunshine.
I think we should have an intervention on this.
Under Kiss 65. One of my
favorites. Kiss 65, great song.
I think we need to have an intervention on this chat, and we should teach Reaper how to say aluminium.
Aluminium.
I think it's about one American at a time. If we can teach them to say aluminium properly, and maybe it will spread, and eventually we won't have to hear them and say aluminum anymore.
Why don't we just say
all 6 of us are going to get convinced that shooting people is okay.
Okay.
No, it's
aluminium. Yeah. No.
Shots all around. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm going to get another beer, so I'll leave you guys to talk whatever we're going to talk about.
Right. I wonder if his beer is going to be in an aluminum can.
Aluminium. Is like fucking.
Yeah, we don't actually have.
Or what I've noticed is it's like, oh, I'm going to make some French toast. Here, we just call it eggy bread.
Oh, egg bread,
I mean, eggy bread is clearly the inferior name for that. If you want,
it's like, oh, what are you making?
Adam, your mic's completely disappeared, mate.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah.
That's all right. But when you spoke before, it was like tinny as fuck.
Oh, I didn't see anything of any warrant. So.
Werewolf just reminded me because there's a band called Pigs. There's a Scottish grindcore band called Wheelchair. So,
there's an industrial band.
Fucking hell, man.
I wonder if that's who they're referring to.
What was they called?
Pig. They're an
right.
industrial band.
Yeah.
Thought maybe that's who they were referring to.
Yeah, I listened to a band recently on Jim's show called Tower Wankers.
Tower Wankers. That's quite. I think I've played. I might play Tower Wankers.
When I heard them, I was like, "Wow, I'm getting a cattle decapitation vibe." Basically, like from the vocals, he had similar. He's got similar vocals.
There's quite a few pig bands. You've got Pig Destroyer, haven't you? And I know there was a band in the London scene called Pork Farm. At one point, a death metal band called Pork Farm.
Since you mentioned Pig Destroyer, Raised by Owl's got a song called David Cameron's favorite band is Pig Destroyer. And all the lyrics are is David not a pig.
Raised by Owls who have like songs about fucking Ainsley Harriott?
Yeah, that song's called Ainsley Harriott advises you to give your meat a good old rub.
That's right, because I was when I was coming back from my girlfriend on the train today, there was some guy sitting opposite me, and you know you get like your mobile phones get cases on with pictures on them. He had fucking Ainsley Harriott on the back of his fucking phone case.
Yeah, there's a meme now.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your meter rope's been around for a good few years.
I completely forgot about Ainsley Harriott until the band mentioned him again.
I didn't think it'd be on fucking phone cases though. I was like, what the fuck?
Everything is on a phone case.
No, you should look at Raised by Owl's song titles.
Everything's a meme as well.
They got one called Scary Spice Has a Gangrenous Arm.
Yeah, they've got some weird shit. They did a fucking Do They Know It's Christmas cover, didn't they? Was that Raised by Owls? Yeah, they got loads of bands from all over.
Yeah, they had Colt Willits, David Ingram, Cam Lee. Yeah.
Like a charity single, wasn't it, for Christmas?
Charity single. It was Do You Know It's Christmas single. And I heard it. And I thought, awesome.
Anyone else got any stupid fucking band names or really fucking sublime band names that fucking blow your minds?
There's a Dutch grind band that I've listened to called Clit Eater.
I know.
All their albums are like parodies or homages to other bands, isn't they? Like Clittermall and like the Great Southern Clit Kill or something like that.
Yeah, man.
I mean that's just good advice. I mean, to be let's be honest here.
There's another Dutch band.
Absolutely is, mate.
I've seen this band live. It's Rectal Smegma.
Oh yeah. Oh, what's that? Oh fuck! What was that fucking meme that we used to go around? Like if someone like a metalhead gone to an airport to pick up a band and he's holding up a fucking sign.
Oh, Anal Penetration.
Yeah, because I've fucking seen Anal Penetration. I've got video of them on my channel. It's the one guy. It's like one guy from Texas, like and like.
I've seen that band.
Like I've seen that people call it Wigger metal, which I'm not going to go
I've seen that band
means,
live.
But like, and he's like one man slam kind of thing.
Yeah, I've seen that band live.
It's got some of the highest fucking views on my channel. It's like I've filmed like loads of fucking big name bands, but this one fella standing on the fucking stage at the Unicorn, fucking squealing and fucking derping and fucking playing his guitar. It's got fucking more views than most of my fucking big name band videos that I've got. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, I found a lot of these bands with those names. There's like Gutterlax from Czech Republic and that. Yeah, Gutterlax when he did it.
We're sorry, Ghost Hand. We're sorry.
Yeah.
What like back,
Also play enabled on Pornhub right there, mate.
I got a mate from Wales. He's in a band called Anal Floss's Boss.
Yeah, he's a one-man band as well, isn't he?
He's funny. He's funny as fuck, though.
Anal Floss's Boss is fucking class. I said that name to my nephew.
He mainly sings about poo.
He was about 12 at the time. He fucking cracked up. He couldn't fucking. He was like.
He mainly sings about like scat.
Take yourself that seriously with a name like that.
Yeah.
I got plenty more.
Yeah.
So werewolves and ex-hamster.
You just outed yourself, man.
I'm trying to figure
that guy could be me, to be fair.
Oh man, I fucking got fucking band name fucking blindness to go. I can't remember the fucking band name. I've seen them a few times. They've got some really fucking weird song titles now. Like a sort of really kind of heavy. But they have like this. Go to fucking crazy fucking songs. I can't remember the fucking name of the band now, so I don't know why I even brought it up. I was like a fucking idiot now by fucking talking about it. Anyway, I can't remember the band he was in before even to go and look them up to fucking. So bollocks. Never mind. Talk amongst yourselves while I go through Metal Archives trying to find a fucking out.
I can think of more band names with stupid, ridiculous names because I went to this like brutal death grind festival. I've been to Obscene Extreme, but I went to Flesh Party Open Air in Slovakia back in 2015. And there was all these weird fucking band names. There's one called Pothead. Animal Shower. Fucking hell, what other bands were there?
Well, a band I played a little while ago called Ingutterment Cephaloselectomy. Something like that. Cephaloslanectomy. Yeah,
I was trying to say onchocerciasis.
Yeah.
Esophagogastroduodenoscopy. I got it.
Yeah, something like that.
See, I think if you're like getting into the unpronounceable territory, you're just kind of doing a bad job. Bad names.
Yeah. That's not how bad names work. Yeah.
For the first 2 months I was in Acherontia Styx, I couldn't pronounce it. Every time my lass was like, "What's your band called?" I was like,
"How do you say this band name?"
Eventually, we'll just like get down to Styx. You know what's going to happen.
Do what the guys on Metal Devastation Radio did.
AX Styx.
Yeah.
I can't say Acherontia.
What the guys on Metal Devastation do?
They call us macaroni and sticks.
Macaroni? What for shits and giggles, or because they can't say Acherontia? Is that Elric? Is that my mate Elric used to do? Is that or?
We got played on most of their shows, man, because we won Band of the Month off them.
Oh yeah, cool.
I think it was Grace and Mike, wasn't it, who started that one?
Aye.
From the Thunderhead show.
Okay, cool.
Well, guys, time to change the band name. The bands have spoken.
We're now going to be called Adam Ashbridge and Sons.
Adam Ashbridge and his horrible, horrible sons.
like a metal version of Mumford and Sons.
We are called a very ridiculous long band name because we couldn't think of a name. So
you're saying that as if I'm the oldest person in the band. I'm not.
Nobody's volunteering who's the oldest. Adam
Ashbridge and guests.
Really?
Like an old Frank Sinatra album, man. It'd be amazing.
If you want to go down that route, I'll do everything we sell.
I finally worked out ironic band names are a huge gamble. Sometimes it comes off as trying too hard. Yeah, I finally remember the name of the fucking band as the weird fucking song title. It was the Crepitation. Crepitation used to be. Yeah, I can't remember the name of his band from before, but they just go into like weirdest fucking song titles now. Like it's just like, let's have a look. Pathological armored ferret tank, an elephantitis Jimmy Hill style gigantic king pandas.
Because I know.
This is just like Metal Gear Solid.
I know a few of the members in
Vulcan Raven.
Yeah. I quite like this one. Velocirapist and the Slamosaurus Rex. Sex. Sorry, that's quite a good one. And spunkated, rapeized inffuckment.
Yeah, because one of them in Crepitation, Mark. Because Mark was in Crepitation. He was in Amputated.
That's the fucking name I was trying to remember. One of the very many names I was trying to remember.
They had names like fucking gargling with infected semen.
Yeah.
And lesbian coffee which means shitty
totally
thing.
work.
I just remember learning about amputated, and I was like, "What are these fucking song titles? What the fuck?"
Yes. And then, at some point you're gonna have to tell your parents what your bands are called, or what your song.
I think I knew
your grandma will be like, "What are you doing these days?"
I knew about the band.
Put out this album called
It's only when I watched Amputated on a BBC program called Singing with the Enemy.
Yeah, I saw that one.
It was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, it's 4 women who do a pop band, and then you got hairy men doing fucking death metal. And I like how they were all just reacting to the music.
A song together. Yeah.
I liked it when they ask, oh, what does, like when Mark said, lesbian coffee, I was like, well, what does that word mean? It means shit eating.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh my goodness me.
Yeah. Interesting stuff.
It's like, well, that's us.
Yeah. So when are you going to start writing song titles like that then, Grant? What's going on? Your song titles are all too sensible. You need like 50 word long medical dictionary spewing song title, surely, to make it big.
No, I tend not to overcomplicate it. You know what I mean? Any more than about 5 words, and really you need to seek the advice of a publicist. You know what I mean?
We're kind of dismissed it, like it's been done at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. How far have you got to go if you want to go down that avenue?
Just don't complicate the name.
I think the reputation ones are just like deliberately daft. I think just being deliberately over the top daft, like the parody in itself. A lot of the really sort of slammy bands just fucking take the piss out of themselves in a way. And I kind of think of it as like 6 song title top trumps where they're all trying to outdo each other just for fucking laughs. I think, but
just for shits and giggles, really.
Exactly, it's all good fun.
If you're not having a good time, then you shouldn't be in the band.
I know there's plenty of bands out there that take that shit very, very seriously, man.
Probably, yeah, you're probably right, actually. The scary
I wish every one of them was a parody, but they're not.
Avoided,
you got a name that sounds ridiculous. Why are you taking that seriously?
Yeah, exactly.
So I need to wake Adam up, apparently. Wake up, Adam!
I'm shattered off work.
He's playing Candy Crush or something on his phone.
I'm not actually. I don't play that shit. Like it's.
He's playing Animal Crossing. He just doesn't want to tell us.
Yeah, Cooking World.
I don't own a Switch, so I can't.
On your mobile.
He's trying to absorb all the interesting things that we.
That's probably it.
No, I think as well. Like just when there's too many voices going on at once, I just sort of like I can't like focus. So I'm letting you finish, and then I'll think of something to say.
That's how I am too, man.
Now's your chance. I'll put you on solo layout so you can
no.
It's all on you, man. It's all on you.
Speak.
Here's the real
monkey boy.
Acherontia Styx.
Dance, monkey boy.
The Adam Show. Get the stored grease out.
No, I haven't got any left.
You should have whipped
Someone play the striptease music.
Graham will fuck me because Adam's the only one that can actually play an instrument.
Yeah, don't scare him off.
No, it's funny because you tease about that, but Grant keeps telling us that I need to start making us some money by stripping on OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, well, you know.
He's a hunk, man.
Yeah,
he's loving it.
You can start doing tickling videos. They're quite popular, apparently.
What the fuck?
What?
Tickling videos, I've heard.
No,
I don't know. You type people down, tie the other band members down, start tickling them. Yeah, you'll get loads of views, I'm sure.
Fucking, that's weird.
I mean, that's pretty pedestrian for what's actually popular.
What kind of weird ass shit is that?
Well, you know, if you want to bum each other, you can do, really. It's up to you, but tickling, you can start with that.
Even that? I think you're behind the times.
I mean, just stick with the tickling, the bumming bit, or you can just do that in your own fucking time, mate.
Yeah, whatever.
If we're getting into the realms of bumming, then I'm doing Adam. I'm sure as hell not taking it off him. He's like 6'9". I'm 5'7".
You'll do as you're told, man. You'll do as you're told.
If we go into that show, I'm gonna have to just make a lot of shots together and forget this entire conversation.
Yeah.
No, seriously, he picks us up and uses like a flashlight.
I'll probably just take it and then just come in, still be in the chat, take it, and be like, "Oh, what's happened?"
Oh dear, this has gone on a bad tangent.
It's because it's midnight. It's crazy hours.
Yeah, exactly. The midnight hour.
Yes,
I'm
crazy. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm at midnight just all the fucking time.
Yeah, it's like it's not unusual for us to be this crazy the whole time. Never mind at midnight, like it's normal.
And Grant's frozen with a sick smile on his face on my screen.
He's just like,
it's pretty creepy.
He's just like this.
He's thinking about being a fleshlight. He's thinking, "Ooh, I could be a fleshlight."
he's just like.
He's not actually frozen. He's just having a happy thought.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'm gonna do something to you.
He's gonna have to investigate that fault further. I think that's what he's doing.
This is like, that'll be my back. I'm gonna make myself a bacon butty.
Yeah.
You've got a real pretty mouth, boy.
Yeah.
Screw
like a pig. Screw like a pig. Yeah, whatever.
I don't know anyone from West Virginia.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, watching that film Deliverance made me never want to go to American South ever. Because I'm a pretty looking man, you know what I mean? I'm a good looking fella. I'll be bait, you know what I mean? They'll be on me like fucking flies on shit.
Around like
exactly.
South, just stay away from those rural areas. Stay in the city.
You know what I mean? You're like, well, we're lucky to get off the plane without being bummed. That's
I've been to Florida and I've seen a lot of the fucking swamps and shit. So it's like, just stay away from the swamps, we'll be fine.
Yeah. In the bayou.
Yeah.
You know what? Louisiana ain't half bad, man.
I still haven't been. I want to go there.
It's really not as bad as a lot of people make it out to be. You know, I mean, you'll still have like your commoners or whatever you want to call them. You know, people that are, you know, I mean, there's a lot of poverty there, but there's a lot of poverty everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And West Virginia is like,
see,
right by us here in Ohio.
You have pretty mouth.
See, what did I say?
Have you tried blazing it? Fucking stuff inside there.
You know, I mean, it's just, you know, you got to be smart. You know, plan out where you're going, and you know, there's every place has its bad spot. You know, I think that's anywhere. But, you know,
it's the same over here. There's like a nice area, and then literally 100 meters away, there's like a horrible area where people will stab you.
Yeah,
so,
it's like that in Bristol.
I think as well. Like if you you don't know the area, like you come, like I go to a different part of London or another place, I'm like fucking wary all the time. But I'm in my own fucking neck of the woods, like, and I feel fucking fine as Larry. You know, I don't feel a thing. But other people come from outside, walking around right where I live. And they're like, oh, you know, is this safe? Yeah, of course it's fucking safe. You know, walk down this road all the time. You know, but I think that's a lot of a factor to it as well. Like you feel more wary when you're in a
I'm in Bristol. It's actually a nice area. You go any further in that, like other parts of Bristol, it's like you got to kind of watch out because some people in gangs and just wander around waiting to beat somebody up.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy what fucking human beings do to each other.
Well,
we're all assholes.
Yeah, those assholes. Right there, buddy.
Human race should come with a health warning.
And that's why social media doesn't work.
We are the fucking downfall of this earth.
I think it's because
we've got the highest opioid use up here. It used to be live, and now it's
all right.
West Virginia has the highest rate of.
But that kind of the opioid use in West Virginia and like Kentucky it's the fucking doctors are fucked up. I think they were prescribing it to fucking everybody, innit? Well, they're on bonuses for prescribing opioids or some shit like that, and that's why they prescribe it to everyone.
But like we've got a similar thing in our area where all of like mining and shipyard stuff crashed, and then the towns just went to shit. Pretty quickly.
Everywhere, man.
Yeah.
West Virginia actually used to be pretty decent, but they have a casino now there, which is so fucking weird because it's like you'll go over this bridge from Ohio into West Virginia, and you just kind of go into this like ghost town basically, and then you see this beautiful fucking casino where there's like tons of people, but it's like everything around it is very desolate. So it's just weird, man, because probably 30, maybe 40 years ago, it was a pretty decent place to go, before all that. But as soon as the industries kind of fell around there or got shipped over to another country or something, it just totally turned it to shit.
It just feels like everything's on decline all the time. Yeah, I'm surprised fucking heavy metal's not a lot fucking bigger, because everyone's on the fucking decline. Everyone's depressed. Everyone should be playing heavy metal. That's fucking the way I see it. Fucking getting some getting some angst out, getting some anger and angst and fucking misery out by fucking playing the fucking best music ever, basically. Yeah.
But the politicians slashed the music and arts budgets, so now we don't have any instruments.
Cheerful.
Do you? I mean, I'm a miserable fucker, but I find like people who are too happy fucking annoying. I hate people who are too happy. You don't ever get that. You think, are you fucking happy? Come, you gotta be happy.
Oh yeah, because there's instances of happiness where they're literally ignoring like important issues just for the sake.
I always see people with a smile on their face. I always see them like a big smile on their face. I'm just thinking, I don't know what you're happy about, but you're scaring the shit out of me. Can you stop? No, I see like I would walk around here and I'll just see like someone with a big smile on their face and thinking,
what's it?
Okay, are you just genuinely happy, or did you take something before you walked out your house?
Do you know something? Do you know something I don't? Because I'd like to know it.
I'm just thinking, I'm not in a good mood. That person's in a good mood. I'm going to keep my distance. I've had enough of this bollocks.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway.
On that happy note, what should we talk about next?
Don't know.
Yeah. I suppose the thing is, like, we think about heavy metal, it's like fucking depressing, it's a nasty fucking subject matter, but it somehow makes us all happy, though, doesn't it? It makes us happy. Yeah, exactly.
It makes us happy.
Yeah. Why does it make us happy? Explain.
I don't know. For me, it's like, any musician. I don't care if it's metal or rap or whatever genre. It's the easiest way for a lot of people that can't express what they're feeling or, certain things. It's just like music is an outlet to express emotions, and, you kind of get to know a person through the, like maybe what they've gone through or something like that. And it just, that's a lot of where some of the best songs ever really came from, was because of that. True. Whether you're angry about something or, even they're not all metal is just, anger infused. I don't think it's always that. There's all kinds of emotions that get expressed. So.
Yeah. It's such a fucking huge fucking swathe of metal. Like fucking, it's unbelievable. You think that people outside metal, they listen to fucking gore grind all the way down to fucking hard rock and say, "Oh, that's heavy metal," and I don't know the fucking difference. Like, they think, "Oh, it all sounds the same to me." It's like, fuck off. How can fucking that gore grind band sound like fucking Hammerfall? There's no fucking way you can think that they sound the same.
Yeah.
How does vaginal penetration sound like fucking something?
How
does it sound like that? How does it sound like that?
Yeah.
It's like, it sounds the same to me. It's like, can you look? Actually, probably listen to the fucking vocal styles.
Did you fall on your head at any point? Because there's no way they fucking sound the same.
Someone says,
What's
and also
the happiest metal
the other thing that annoys me
the happiest metal song. I'll tell you what, I'm going to tell you a story about when I went to Bloodstock a little while ago.
The happiest metal song?
Freedom Call. Is an Austrian band called Freedom Call, and he's got the thickest German twang of an accent, and I just fucking it makes me laugh every time I hear him. He said, "Hey, I hope everyone's having a really good day," that kind of thing. Like we're very, very happy to be here. He said, "I don't know.
I can't think of a happiest
metal song. Hyper by Eskimo Callboy.
Yes, it's fucking amazing. It's absolutely
the kind of like if you took Eurovision and mixed it with like Gent and then put stupid outfits on. But yeah, Eskimo Callboy Hyper is a happy metal song.
I think any song by Devin Townsend is a happy song.
This freedom.
I'll say Lucky Animal by Devin Townsend. That's a fucking happy song.
Beer by Copper Clanny.
Oh, beer.
Yeah. Well, this Freedom Call.
Happy Little Boozer. That's a happy song.
Yeah. They did a song. So I don't even know what it was, but fucking I was like just filming them ironically, like fucking sort of taking the piss while I was filming them, and they did this fucking sing along for the crowd kind of thing. And I had a few beers, and I was just fucking joining in for a laugh, completely doing my own kind of German accent kind of thing. And it was funny. It's just like, here we are with the power and glory. Well, here we are for a happy metal party, something like that. We just fucking did that about 20 times, and that was kind of a happy metal song, I suppose.
Yeah, happy song. Oh, good question.
Is it, Mr. Roboto by Evil Scarecrow?
Nah. Robotron. I am Robotron.
What's the other one?
The video is fucking funny as fuck to that Robotron. Yeah, Crabulon. It's like it's some dance tracks basically. They're like the fucking YMCA of metal, isn't they? It's like there's fucking robots. Yeah, they are quite funny though. They're rather entertaining. Haven't they got that one where you got to be a fucking typhoon or a hurricane, and you twist around like that? And so you got dance moves for every one of their songs now. I think.
Yeah, they got one about a video game. It's like punch, jump, dodge.
Yeah. Well, if it works for them, why not?
It's like they got all these comical things, but obviously when they write music, they take it seriously. But they're just having fun on stage.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not taking it seriously.
I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, fucking people having fun doing metal. What's all that about?" You know what I mean? Get some po-face kind of people.
Yeah, it's like all the guys. It's like all the guys who hate baby metal, and it's like.
Right.
They're just fun.
I wouldn't say I hate them. I just don't listen to them very much.
Yeah.
I think they're excellent. They're all really good musicians.
The music baby metal put out is outstanding, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Even when you see them play live, like they're so tight, like the band they've got behind them, it's ridiculous. Like it's just.
So say what you want about the lyrical structure, but the musical structure.
I'm not sure you should be using the phrase "tight" when you're describing baby metal. That's just wrong. That's just wrong on too many levels, mate.
I believe they're of age, so it's fine.
This is going.
It's fucking weird. The Japanese are fucking mad, though, aren't they?
No, because
the Japanese have a lot of shit,
and they never age.
But yeah, you're right though. The Japanese music structure is like a kind of like a job where you kind of get assigned a band and you're kind of trained up from youth to be in this like pop act. So yeah, there's probably like some dark underbelly to like they were probably like sent away by the parents to be in baby.
Baby metal are like the Power Rangers, like they're fucking chosen by some kind of fucking ancient wise man or something and trained up to be in baby metal. Have you seen that other one? Is it Ladybeard? Have you seen is it Ladybeard?
Yeah, he's great. He's a wrestler as well.
Yeah, fucking what? It's like, what the fuck? You're looking at what's this all about? It's a guy in a dress with a big beard. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, he's like a cross between a bearded man and an anime girl.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's different. Oh, I'll say that for it. Just like, oh man, yeah. And then you can lump them in with like all the other metal bands. It's like, no, it's completely different. But yeah.
If you cross metal, anime, video games, and wrestling, I'm there. It doesn't matter what it is.
It's a good combo.
Yeah. Did you watch WrestleMania, Jake?
No, I haven't been watching any no crowd COVID wrestling.
I missed it.
WrestleMania was actually not bad. Like Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn was amazing.
Let's go. Right, this is the question.
Let's work well together.
Everyone's favorite female wrestler.
Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks.
Is it present or past? Any?
No, favorite.
Lita.
Okay. Anyone else give a shit?
I'm blanking. There's too many.
Stop blanking. Stop blanking while you're thinking of women wrestlers.
I'll go next.
I'll tell you what. Like Asuka's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley's pretty awesome too.
Right, my one's kind of left field here, but I always like Molly Holly.
Yeah, she's great. Oh, actually,
Cute.
Ivory.
Cute as a
Ivory's
button.
another one.
Especially when she was Mighty Molly, because I like my superheroes. Like Mighty Molly, oh yeah, she can fucking she can do that fucking turnbuckle like legs round the fucking
the Molly go round,
land on my face. Oh yeah, that's some of that action.
Yeah, but then she went evil and like
that's even better. That's even better.
What Rita said before about Sasha Banks, like I love Charlotte Flair. I love her in-ring personality. I love her ability. Like Charlotte Flair could have a good match with a bag of spuds, but Sasha Banks could have a good match with a sack of potatoes and convince you that the sack of potatoes had beaten her. The girl takes her bumps so well. She's like a rag doll. Every single time somebody hits her with a move, it looks like it's crippled her.
Oh, she's just 3'9", isn't she? It's only 3'9", isn't she, Sasha Banks?
Oh yeah,
she's I quite like Bailey of the modern women. Bailey of the modern women, I quite like.
Yeah,
she's not bad. She really makes you want to hate her.
Yeah. She's a good heel.
Yeah, good at that.
What about
she's
favorite?
A really good heel.
Favorite wrestler of all time. Undertaker. Okay.
Undertaker. If I'm saying two, Undertaker and Kane.
Right. I can only say the best of all time. I'm just going to say, ooh, yeah, and you all know what I'm talking about. You can't beat the Macho Man, Randy Savage. Fuck it, I'm going to go.
I'm going to go Slim Jims. I'm going to go New Japan on this one then. Minoru Suzuki.
No one's heard of him. No one's heard of him.
Oh, he's excellent. He's the grumpiest old man wrestler you would ever see. Apparently, he used to do MMA. He basically just beats the shit out of people and has it. Oh, he's excellent.
They're hard as fucking nails. The Japanese wrestlers.
Yeah, Japanese wrestlers are just.
It's just one of those things, when someone's just got charisma and like everything they do is like fun to watch. Yeah, he's just one of those guys. Excellent.
Yeah. I do watch a lot of old sort of shoot interviews and like my fucking stepson, he fucking watches it all the time. Podcast.
Yeah.
So the fucking whole world of that, and the wrestling is just fucking crazy. Bunch of fucking lunatics, it seems like.
Carnival performers, yes.
Yeah, man.
Basically.
All hate each other. And
I watched a lot of matches with a wrestler called Bruiser Brody.
Yes, why?
And I got the book about it.
He had watching it end.
He got murdered in Costa Rica, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna have to duck out. I've got to get up for work in a few hours.
But you haven't told us your favourite wrestler yet.
My favourite all time is always going to be the Undertaker.
Yes.
Yes. Cheers for coming on, mate. Cheers for coming on.
No worries. I'll come on again at some point where I don't have to get up silly early.
Yeah. Well, as I say, anyone wants to come at any time. Fucking every Friday, I'm doing this. Just fucking if you're fucking bored on a Friday night, you want to hang out. You don't wait to be invited. Just fucking invite yourself. Reaper invited himself today, and that's what I want. I want it to be people just fucking get in touch. Like anyone who's been on before, anyone wants to come on, just fucking drop me a line and you can come on and we can chat.
Yeah.
Cool. Cheers, Paul.
All right, guys, take it easy.
Bye. Good to see you again.
Bye.
Absolutely.
Who did we miss on the best of the favourite? We haven't done yours yet, Grant. Have we? Your favourite wrestler of all time? Are you not into it that much?
It's a tough one.
No, mate. I love me wrestling. As far as like attitude is concerned and like the dedication to it. Mick Foley or Terry Funk.
Mick Foley.
Ooh, Terry Funk. Terry Funk's a great one.
Yes.
As far as in-ring ability is concerned, Rob Van Dam. Or maybe Whipwreck.
Oh.
I absolutely love Mikey Whipwreck for the same reason I was talking about with Sasha Banks. That every time somebody Taz versus Mikey Whipwreck in ECW was amazing. Every time. Because the minute Mikey Whipwreck got a move hit on him, he looked like he'd been killed. Every single time he took the punch.
ECW, it could have happened.
I've seen two ECW wrestlers live. I've seen two of them because I went to Birmingham in 2006 because the WWE was at the NEC. And I actually got to see two legendary wrestlers as well, Ric Flair and Rodney Piper as well. So
nice, man.
I saw Jake the Snake once in the fucking Walthamstow Town Hall. I think it's in the days when he was fucking off his face.
He's no longer off his face now, but back then he would have been.
The dark
and
times.
Who was? Oh yeah, Sabu was the other wrestler I saw that night as well.
Oh yeah, cool.
And then the last match of that night. The last match of that night was Triple H, Shawn Michaels, John Cena versus Randy Orton, Edge, and Umaga.
I always find every like era. I've always hated the most popular wrestler. I hated fucking Hulk Hogan. Like, I always want Hulk Hogan to get beat.
You were justified in that one, by the way.
I hate John Cena. I never liked John Cena. Like, I hated fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin. I thought he was a twat. All them the top fucking wrestler. No, but he's a fucking twat. No,
he's done his job.
He's done
He's still rocking the Stone Cold look to this day, right?
You're calling him a twat. He's done his job then. He's done his job then. If you're calling him as well, he's done his job.
No, the thing is, those are the ones that you're supposed to like. So these are the ones you're supposed to like. You're supposed to think that he was good. And I just never liked them. I don't know why. I must have some kind of heel mentality or something.
What's your view on The Rock then?
I think
he had moments where he was all right. Better than Stone Cold.
Stone Cold was just an excellent promo guy. Every single promo he ever did was fire. Maybe his wrestling style wasn't quite as good, but his promos made up for it.
There's a reason for that because Owen Hart dropped him on his head.
Yeah,
that's why his wrestling ability went down a bit.
But great. If you watch that scene where he attacks McMahon in the hospital bed, you can't deny that is hilarious.
It's gone. It's
he friggin' shocks him with the defibrillator at the end.
And then you had the invasion. You had the invasion and bloody Booker T beat the shit out of him for about 5 minutes. And then fucking later on in the rematch, it was just a one-sided fucking kill. It was like, that was ridiculous. It was fucking fantastic. And he's fucking bitch slapping him all around the supermarket. And he doesn't get a single move in. Way to kill off a new wrestler. You into your promotion. Jesus Christ.
They did Booker T dirty in those times for sure.
They made up for it with Booker T, I think.
He got there, but five time.
Oh wait, I just remember now wrestler.
Who wants to drop down now and give us a spinneroonie? Whoever can give us a spinneroonie.
I couldn't do it.
Maybe not.
None of us have got room. I don't think.
I just remember the other wrestler I saw at that show in Birmingham in 2006, Hardcore Holly.
Oh yeah.
How do you like me now?
I'm going to kick everyone's ass.
I'm the big shot.
I quite like Test. I thought Test was quite good.
Test
a bad dream again.
Test was another one I saw that night as well because he was against Tommy Dreamer.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Tommy Dreamer was incredible back in the day. He got wasted after ECW.
Yeah, he lost that match when I watched him. I was like, come on, Tommy Dreamer, Test beats him.
Do you guys remember when there was a wrestling channel on Sky?
Yeah.
For about
That's how I first saw TNA,
a couple of years. TNA. Yeah, I saw TNA in there as well. I thought quite like the TNA roster. And and Frontier Wrestling Alliance, the UK one. I think that was pretty. There's some good stuff on that Frontier Wrestling Alliance. I can't fucking remember the name of the fucking people that was on there now. It was a long time ago. But I remember seeing there was a match there with Guerrero, Eddie Guerrero. I think he might have been out on the outs with WWE at the time because he'd done a touch too much Happy Powder or whatever it was he was on, and like he was doing like fancy wrestling. He was like wrestling like Johnny Storm or something like that, and it was a fucking awesome backwards and forwards match, fucking athletic as you like acrobatic, and it was just like whoa, I kicked out, whoa, big move, eyes kicked out, you know. But I can't remember where I was going with that now. But anyway, yeah, that was quite cool. Fancy Wrestling Alliance. It had Birchall in it. And Birchall was considered like a fucking, he was like suplexing two people at the same time and that kind of thing. And like, and then he went to WWE and he's like tiny compared to everyone else, kind of almost.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to remember the other bloody wrestlers I saw that night. Jeff Hardy, there's another one I saw.
Right.
And he's had problems with drugs and the police and shit. Yeah.
I mean, another one of my faves is Captain Charisma.
Christian.
Yeah, I still call people peeps, like because I think he's like my peep. He's so like kind of cheesy but like fun, you know, and like like
I'm starting to get you now. You hit Stone Cold Love Christian, right? Okay.
Absolutely,
I'm starting to get a picture.
Yeah, I am what you a connoisseur of wrestling.
Have you ever heard the story?
Not one of these mark. I'm not a mark like you, just fucking following the top fucking up.
Have you ever heard the story that Vince McMahon hated Christian's face so much that he wanted to put like a grey blob over him when he came to the ring? Yes. He fucking hates Christian.
Luckily that didn't happen.
Yeah, he's funny. He's funny because he's like kind of like an ironic kind of like he just I don't know.
I liked him when he split off from Edge and he had like the gimmick where he would throw tantrums and he had the music where it was like at last you're on your own. I was a fan then.
I don't remember that part. I just like the old Pete stuff.
We remember when Edge and Christian were with Gangrel. They had the
the Brood.
Yeah. Do you see the latest round of people being kicked out? Like Samoa Joe got kicked out. One of the
Samoa Joe.
Joe go.
Yeah, I remember seeing him in
straight to AEW
on the wrestling channel. I remember seeing him on the wrestling channel. Like, and he was like when he did the Ole, and he was like Ole, Ole, and he was fucking doing a running kick in someone's head, like against the barriers, kind of thing. He was like, wow, it's fucking. I think the fucking best match I remember ever seeing, right? I can't remember what. I think it was that Kenny who's in WWE now, Kenny something like that.
Kenny Omega.
No, I don't think it was Kenny Omega. I fucking Kevin.
If it was the best match you've ever seen, it was Kenny Omega.
Yeah, Kevin Steen.
Is it Kevin Steen?
Yeah, Kevin Owens.
Right, and the guy, it was called El Generico when I saw him, I think. So El Generico, Sexy Eddie with like 3 X's in his name, Sexy Eddie, and there was a fourth guy, and I think it might have been CZW or something like that I saw it on, and it was and it was just fucking crazy fucking match, like backwards and forwards, fucking kicking his shit out of each other, and he did, and like El Generico did this fucking move. I don't know if he ever did it in WWE, where he did a brain buster. Like on the fucking turnbuckle.
He wasn't allowed to do brain busters.
I saw that. I thought, fuck me, he's dropped him by accident. I thought, there's no way you fucking meant to do that. Surely, he looked like.
I believe. I was going to say, I believe that's the brain buster with a lot of A's. That's how you spell that.
Brain buster. And El Generico, just fucking, I saw that and it cracked me up. I thought, oh, that's fucking awesome. It's like a generic kind of Mexican wrestler like called El Generico.
Yeah, like Sammy's done. He's done the smart thing where like he can go back to that character once Vince McMahon's done with him, and he can pretend Sammy's in never happened.
He looks slight as anything though. It doesn't look like someone who can fucking give someone a brain buster, like hold them up for that long, let alone fucking drop them on their heads and safely like protect them from dying, kind of thing. But he's obviously
Guys, I'm gonna have to go.
Man, damn it.
I've got work tomorrow as well. Like
no worries.
I think I'll need to shoot as well. It's
getting late. So I can get up early and get
it's been awesome.
Yeah, cheers. And don't forget, come back any Friday. Like if you want to come on, just let me know. I'll give you the link.
Back for the WrestleCast.
It's
not the heavy metal hangout anymore. It's WrestleCast.
Well, we talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. Basically,
that's what I do on Takes Metal Chat. I just chat about anything.
Yeah, see you later, guys. Thanks for having us.
All right, no worries, mate. Thanks for coming on. Talk to you soon.
There's some problems with the front cover art that I have to fix somehow.
Right. So, all right.
Sure.
Oh my goodness! Like I said,
censorship.
It's been one problem after another. The way our artist did it, like when it came out, it looks fantastic, but when it went to the guys at the label to try to blow it up and make it for the CD and for the vinyl, you know, we thought it was just like a pixel problem, and then we had to take our logo off, and then we had to take our title off so that they could put it on, you know, kind of like piece by piece, because I guess where it was located, it was too high and it was getting cut off.
Right.
So we sent the files for just our logo and then just our title, but when they ripped it and put it onto the graphic, it looked like shit.
Yeah.
So now they're going to try to do it by hand.
So do the resolution or so, like the resolution or something fucked up.
How stupid it got to be?
Yeah, these are the things though. Like anything that can go wrong will go wrong when you're trying to put things together. I remember I used to do a fucking fanzine, and like you'd be, right, that looks good, that looks good. You go to like print it out, or whatever, and suddenly that's on a fucking another page, and that's gone over there. How the fuck did that text all fucking jump over? I had it all fucking properly set out where it's meant to go, and suddenly it's fucking all over the shop. It just seems to be the way things happen, like putting videos together. Like you look at a video on the timeline as you're doing it, and that's good. Yeah, everything's lined up. You fucking finish it off, and suddenly the voice has gone out with the fucking with the images. It's like, why are you doing this to me? You know, it's like the fucking world's against you. You must have that.
I'm gonna try to work with it, and I got tracks sent over and stuff. So it's like,
you must get it.
Thank you for having me.
No worries, mate. Yeah, we just come back. Well, I don't know if we're going to have a stream for like to advertise the online gig that's coming up, but maybe I'll get the other bands from that gig. Is it 24th?
Yeah, I can actually send.
Actually, it's not even time, is there? It's not even time, but maybe next week. I don't know. If any of the other bands get in touch and want to do a hangout before that, I'm not even sure what fucking next. It might even be too late. It actually might be the day before, actually. 24th is Friday night. Maybe if the other guys from that want to get in touch and they want to hang out, maybe we do a hangout to advertise that stream.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, mate. I'll message you or something if that happens. All right. Well, I mean, you're welcome to come back anyway if you want to. I've got a band called Evilon coming on next week. Evilon. But so far that's all that's confirmed. So if anyone wants to hang out with Evilon, drop us a line.
Sure, I can definitely make it next Friday.
Cool. All right, mate. Talk to you soon.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Cheers. I say, Adam, you must have like loads of fucking hassle because you do a lot of sound. And do you get that a lot? When you think everything looks right, and suddenly you go to finish up the project, and when it finishes, it's like something's gone fucking out of whack, or.
It's not really stuff like that. It's just people being picky, really.
Right.
It's, you've done it exactly how they want it, and then they'll go like, "Oh well, the cymbals are too loud." Well, I showed you the track. That's how you wanted it. So it's like you've just got to like try and when you're in the game like this, you've got to just try and just not get bothered by it. It's like, I'll change it. It's just like, but now that I feel like I've perfected, well, not perfected, but got much better. It's there's going to be less revisions. There's going to be like less and less every time now. So it's it's a bit of a learning curve, but it's worth it in the end. As soon as I do all my own mixing and production for my own stuff, and as well as the band as well. And I'm going to start doing it for other people now as well. So it's going to be great. But the good thing about working with the guys is in the band, like if something doesn't sound good, they'll tell me. Like So it's not as if they'll be like, oh yeah, it sounds good, just to say like to not hurt me feelings, you know.
No, you got to fucking work together and don't fucking sugarcoat it. If it's not, if it's not doing, talk about it until you get it right, innit? Perfect it.
Exactly.
How do you so everything gets recorded around yours, or do they record it where they are and then give you the track? Or have you got like a booth soundproof booth where people can go and do their stuff?
No, basically, it's just I do all of the mixing and production at my end, so I'll get the tracks from everyone else, and I'll just stick the tracks in my workstation and just do it all from there. So it's
you don't ever get like I'm gonna put myself up in the mix a bit and put other people down.
I'm people would think that because I'm like a shredder at heart, so like the guitar solo on it. I'm a perfectionist. I need everything to sit as perfectly in the mix as possible. So I'd rather the bass be slightly more prominent than the guitars, so it gives it that sort of like cohesive, like sort of smooth transaction. I hate it when you can just like when you can't hear every individual instrument. Like with my mixes now, it's like it's all about the full mix instead of like the guitar needs to be like louder here or whatever.
Yeah.
But if there is a part where the guitar needs to be louder, obviously I'll automate it that way. So it's like if there's like a singular riff where the drums are like dead, like we're like a stabs in, like the singular guitar will come up in the mix. But then when the dual guitars come back in, it just sounds more like
back together again.
Yeah, there's not like it's all about levels really. It's just it's getting the right ones.
What kind of equipment do you have? Is it like fucking all really expensive shit? Like
well, I've got a lot of different things going on that I use all at the same time. I mean, my main thing at the moment, I use Cubase, like the newest version of that, which ain't cheap.
So that's just the program, innit? And you have to have like a real fucking high spec computer to run it, yeah.
Yeah. But I use everything through a laptop now, just like a really high spec gaming laptop, basically.
Yeah.
So it's got the RAM I need, it's got the graphics card I need. You know, it's like it's perfect for what I do. But
yeah.
Like studio monitors. I mean, I use headphones quite a lot now. Like cans. Some me Sennheiser studio ones are fucking fantastic. Like it's like if it doesn't sound good through them, you're doing something wrong. Like it's they're like totally flat response. So there's like whatever EQ you put on, you hear it, and that's what my studio monitors are like as well. So like I hate it when like they're sort of coloured by a different sound. It's like these are literally what you put into it, you get out of it. So it's you can't really. Well, you can go wrong if you mix badly, but it's one of those things where it helps a lot.
I don't get all that audio file stuff. I'm a bloody Luddite when it comes to technology. Cheap fucking headphones because I can't fucking, just like cheap shit. Yeah, that has to do.
I think for me it's the fact that my ear's so finely tuned. It's like I can hear every frequency that needs to go now, and it's a weird thing to explain. Like I can listen to a guitar track someone sent me and go like, oh yeah, I need to bring down like 4K or like boost the mids or whatever, and it's like people are going like, how do you hear that? And it's like, well, it's just years of practice. It's a skill.
I fucked up when I lost maybe Dan didn't. I bought a phone. I'm gonna give myself a nice new laptop. Because my old laptop was fucking slow as shit, and I think, so I got said, I want one that's quick, I want one that's quick. It's not going to fucking take me forever to open things up. So I got myself a nice laptop. It's like a solid fucking hard drive, whereas it doesn't take forever to open up. It starts up really quickly. Didn't fucking think about the memory. And I was like, And I literally, after about a fucking week of having it, I've put a few tracks on there. Memory is full. And I'm like, what the fuck? I've got nothing on it. And it's like, shit. So I've really fucked up. So I'm still using the old laptop because it's the only thing that can store shit on it. This one, I can't put any of my programs on here because I know it's just going to fucking eat up what little memory it's got. So it's like, fuck it. So I've got Audacity on here for doing my podcast on. And that's
that'll do. I mean, it does the job, doesn't it?
But I have to use my old laptop for like putting videos together and shit like that. So I haven't got I've got a fucking cheapest ass video editing package as well. So fuck it.
Well, I mean, speaking of stuff like that, I do when I bring my own stuff out. When I had the Fractured Planet stuff come out, I did all my own artwork as well, just on I use using Photoshop.
Right, Adobe.
So I had to like learn how to use that, and I was like, I don't want to pay anyone to do a logo because I might not like it. So if I learn how to do it myself, I'll probably like it.
Adobe's like big money unless you've got pirate that can dodgy. You got dodgy copy.
Well, at first I did. I ended up getting the proper one because I liked it that much. And then, anyway, my old PC died. I've still got the old tower here.
Right.
I lost everything off it. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just have to start from scratch. So like that happened through the recording process of Acherontia Styx album. So I had to re-record everything. But turns out I've re-recorded it better.
That's good. I bet when it happened, can I just get like an idea of when it happened and everything was lost? Did you just go, oh gosh, shucks, darn it, Was that the level of anger that came out, or was it a bit more than that?
No, it was full on like Hulk smash level of anger. Yeah,
I bet.
Oh, I couldn't believe it. Like the drive just died in it, and it was.
I had a fucking external hard drive that I put all my demo tapes and all my albums. I finally did all my albums, all my demo tapes ripped to this fucking external hard drive. Now, on Christmas Day, I lent it to my stepson, and literally it dropped. It was plugged in, and it fell about 3 inches onto a nice soft carpeted floor. Everything was gone, all fucking destroyed. Every fucking demo, every album.
I got brain damage basically.
Yeah,
from the smallest fall.
Exactly.
Shit.
Yeah, they used to make them fucking external hard drives used to be not worth a fucking shit basically because they were so fucking temperamental.
I know, like
so fragile.
You're in those hard cases, and you think, that'll fall. No, literally, it's like the carpet's literally like breathed on it, and it's like
lost forever.
Yeah,
man, I was fucking pissed off.
Well, speaking of new gear, this isn't it is. It's what I record with me new guitar.
Yeah,
beauty.
Cool. That is lovely.
Interesting.
It's a Schecter Reaper.
Okay.
So nice reverse headstock.
Schecter Reaper sounds like a German porn star's name.
And look, it's got like a zombie finish, what I like to call it.
It's a weird look.
Like got rotten flesh. And also my other main guitar, hanging on the wall, is this Ibanez.
No.
Once again, reverse headstock. I like reverse headstocks.
Okay. I'm so glad I was a lazy fucker who never learned to play an instrument because I could imagine how much guitars cost. I know you guitarists like to pick up a new guitar like every year or so.
Well,
it's like guitar kleptomania.
Yeah, I've got a bit of a problem. I'm me main 7 strings off getting fixed at the moment. The nut broke on it because it was getting old and but I'm getting a new nut fitted that's getting all set up. And I do setups myself, but I can't do the like.
I've got to ask because I think I asked this to Lawrence Wallace I was chatting to a couple of weeks ago. Do you name your guitars?
I don't.
Oh man, I thought that would be a thing for all guitars.
I don't do that.
No, maybe it's just me. Like this is Betsy. This is Excalibur.
Well, what would you call that?
Boris.
Like Boris Karloff or something.
Boris the Bastard.
Yeah, I like it. That's a fucking good name, actually.
Actually, do you know what that actually?
Boris the Bastard.
I think it fits quite well, especially with the northern twang that we have.
Yeah.
Boris the Bastard.
Aye. But I like that. That's cool. Yeah, I've never been a one for naming guitars. Really.
Yeah, I don't do that really.
Nah. Can you play any other instruments? Werewolf wants to know.
I'm playing keys a bit. I can play drums a bit.
I can play drums.
No, I can play like standard. Yeah, bass. Well, there's a bass guitar here. I record all my own bass as well.
Little bit of keyboards.
Yeah, the one I'm playing mainly from guitar is keys, definitely. Yeah.
I can play a tune on the one-string fiddle.
Well, I got a bouzouki, so I'm learning to play that.
A bouzouki? Yeah. Is that a Russian guitar or something?
The one I got is an Irish bouzouki. So folk
okay,
instrument.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Is it a stringed instrument? Or?
It's a stringed instrument.
Right.
Oh, and actually, I found out when I was at college and uni that I can actually play banjo because I had a spare one sitting in the store. Cool. And it's so banjo. Relatable to like guitar, like even though it's like a different tuning, it sounded really cool. And like you just imagine like a metal band with like a banjo over the top.
There is actually a brutal death metal band called No One Gets Out Alive, and he plays a banjo.
Oh, that's crazy.
You should have a banjo band called "You Got a Pretty Mouth" or something like that. You got a pretty mouth. Should be the name of your band. Do a banjo metal band. Oh, fucking
called "You Got a Pretty Mouth."
Yeah, we're called "You Got a Pretty Mouth." This is a for album. Screw Like a Pig.
That'd be great. Yeah. But obviously, picking up the banjo, you'd have to. I obviously started to learn dual and banjos, didn't I? Like, you have to. Yeah, it just sounds amazing. Like, I mean, you can play it on guitar and it sounds all right, but as soon as you play it on the banjo, it's like it's just perfect.
Yeah. There's lots of cool instruments though. I started doing kind of reaction videos for like world music and stuff, and there was some guy, Gustavo Santayo Lala, his name was, and he's got this little tiny fucking weird little guitar kind of thing that I can't remember. Someone told me what it was called, but that was quite interesting. Apparently, it used to be made out of fucking armadillos or something. Used to be armadillo shells, the original instruments. Apparently,
really?
I don't know if either that or an Argentinian chap was pulling my leg and I fell for it. It's one of the two.
One of the two, but it's probably believable, to be honest. It sounds like it would be something. But, I would love to learn drums a bit more, to be honest, because
I haven't played drums in ages.
Yeah, like because Jake is out of my band, he's a phenomenal drummer. Like, he's ridiculous. Yeah. He's like, his double bass work is like. I've never been in a band with a drummer where I've just felt so comfortable with like him being behind the kit. Like, I've played with other drummers and it just doesn't feel the same. I mean, him's got this like sort of sidekick connection because we've played together for like 17 years now. We've played together. So
I was just so fucking lazy. I've had a guitar, I've had bass, I've had a fucking drum kit. I've never learned to play any of them. I'm just too fucking lazy. I've had a dum 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 dum, and you can't do a song just doing that all the way through.
You know, the first thing I learned on drums is how I thought I might be actually quite good at drums. You know, the double bass pedal part in One by Metallica.
Oh right, yeah, that's pretty good.
So I learned that. Like, that's the first thing I learned on drums. I didn't go like, I'll just learn the fucking shitty 4/4.
Yeah, I learned that. And I learned I learned Heart Work as well by Carcass on drums by listening to it.
Yeah.
I just heard the drums. I thought, okay, hi-hat here, fucking
give that a bash.
Ride cymbal there. And I just listened to it, so I was like, so he's playing this.
What about talking about like banjo? We were joking about banjo in a metal band. What's the weirdest instrument you've heard in a metal band? I mean, I've heard cello from the Cadaver on the In Pains album. That's fucking awesome. The In Pains album, the song Inner Persecution, where it just goes do 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 do. It's like, oh man!
One song from that album is just like
cello.
You just hear the cello, it's like and then
it's just fucking wow.
What the fuck is this?
So that Quirkus I was talking about earlier, the funeral doom band with church organ, and it's just so fucking in your face and kind of like magnificent sounding, you know.
For me, have you heard the band Hailstorm?
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays a keytar, the singer.
Yeah, keytar. Yeah, Chris Bowes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the weirdest instrument I've heard in a metal song.
I'm not a fan of the keytar.
Well, I didn't say I was, but I'm just.
Okay, that's good.
That's the weirdest.
Yeah, that's what he plays in the band. Yeah,
because when you think like the solo he played with that keytar would have sounded amazing on guitar. It would have been perfect if the guitarist had just played it instead. Like,
yeah. I don't know, man.
No.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing. Like,
I actually know the man himself. He's quite a laugh when he's drinks in him. Well, even when he's sober, he's quite a laugh. But on a night out drinking, because I went on a night out with him in the Griffin here in Bristol, and then went to the pubs. It's just fucking mental.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Well, he used to go to uni here, so he knows Bristol quite well.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. What about you? Any weird instruments, Jake, in bands?
I'm trying to think. I mean, when I first heard like My Dying Bride or whatever, like hearing violins for the first time in metal, I thought, okay, this is a bit weird. Then I heard it again.
It works.
And I was like, this actually works because the music is atmospheric. And then I
remember Skyclad as well. It worked in Skyclad as well.
Skyclad, yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing violin at the Gates' first album, hearing a violin song. I was like, okay, what the fuck did that just come from?
Kingdom,
because they had a violin player on children back in the day, and that was their.
I forgot about a violin at the Gates. I forgot about that.
Because I think if you look on the back of the Red in the Sky is Ours, you actually see the violin player in the band photo.
Oh well.
Like, what about you guys know Masters Hammer from Czechoslovakia?
Yep.
And the Flimness Occultist. Yeah, the Flimness Occultist album. They have timpani drums, the big fucking round drums that they use in orchestras. Boom, 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 boom. That kind of yeah. It was like, whoa, that's crazy.
I love shit like that. I love orchestral stuff in metal, especially when it's like proper heavy as shit, and then there's just a break, and it's get like, especially when like the guitars and that come back in, and then like it's just mixed in perfectly. It's just like it's great.
Like, some of the experimentation that fucking some bands do is just blows my mind.
Because I remember hearing, I was like, I'll come back to it, and then I hear it again. It's like, I love this shit now.
Yeah,
I kind of feel like my band, my I know my band was fucking shit, right? But we was like 4/4, fucking everything was in fours. It's easy to fucking remember. And you watch some band who got fucking this instrument, that instrument, and that fucking everything going on different fucking weird times and shit. I'm like, how the fuck do I remember that shit, man? I just don't fucking. Blows my mind. We fucking could barely do fucking songs just like 4 and 4. I would have to look at each other and say, "Is this the change? Is this the change? Is this where I come in?" I can't. My fucking brain was shit for even remembering my own lyrics. Like fucking. Oh man. Anyway, it's all good fun.
It's fine. Like, but with the orchestral stuff and that, I've started like programming stuff like that now.
Yeah,
and obviously starting to do some of that like synthy stuff on me solo, and stuff. It takes more time than actually recording the proper tracks because you've got to have a theory knowledge to do it. Like it's hard to like just wing it. You've got to like make it so it's in a good key to be able to be in tune with your guitar or whatever. Like be able to play like the certain riff the same. So like it's.
Well, but bit of piano. You like a bit of piano?
Yes, like a bit of ambient piano, and then just into a fucking brutal riff, like just So
because like I'm kind of like my music, like when I was growing up, my dad was about 50s, and I like 50s music because my dad liked it. My mum was 60s, and I liked that because that's what we used to play around the house. She'd have her 50s. 67 inches, we'd stick them up on the fucking player, they'd all play one at a time. But I know my own music was I've discovered as heavy metal. But I always like because I do a rock and roll podcast, 50s podcast with my dad once a month, and anything the piano driven artists I always find really cool. I just something about the blinking the piano, just like it's got a really
the percussiveness of it. It's great. It's especially mixed with like that rock and roll. Style. It's really cool. Like when you look at like Chuck Berry and stuff like that. It's got
a really nice lively sound. The piano.
It does, like bouncy. It's like just like a bouncy feel, especially the way they played it back then as well. It's like, it was just like they were hitting it as hard as possible. Like it's the equivalent of James Hetfield down picking, isn't it? Which to still this day, that's the benchmark for like
Jerry Lee Lewis. Like Jerry Lee Lewis is like the one of the best piano players. Back in the day. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire!
Balls of fire!
Wow.
When you think about it, a lot of it was just like chromatics and like blues scales just on the piano, and it was cool. Like, wasn't it? It's when you think how a lot of those old things are like, I'm gonna put a spell on you.
That's Screaming Jay Hawkins. Great. Screaming Jay Hawkins is
you're mad.
You're mad. I wish I'd seen him live. We nearly went to see him live, me and my dad, because he used to have like a stage show. Like, he'd come out of a coffin and had fucking skulls and like shit.
It was probably creepy as fuck. Like,
before that was even metal.
Fucking bones out of his nose like a fucking savage.
He was metal before that was even metal.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just funny when you look at like how things evolved. Like when you look Robert Johnson back in the day. And then that
Crossroads.
And then that turned into like the bluesers, like B.B. King and all them and all that. And then like. And you look at like the new blues players, and it's like they're just a bit flat compared to like back then. It's weird, but like, and then when you think like the blues influenced Black Sabbath, and then Black Sabbath influenced like every metal band.
There's definitely a progression. Like you go back, there's definitely. Like, was it Robert Johnson? He was one that was like supposed to have sold his soul to the devil.
Sold his soul to the devil.
And
he was like one of the first musicians to die at the age of 27. Hence the fucking 27.
Yeah, 27.
Right. That's weird. Like going.
Well, I survived 27. So fucking.
I've survived it plenty. I've survived it plenty over.
29, I'll be 30.
I think I'm up to nearly double 27 now. Getting there.
Well, I'm 33 now. I might look
yeah. I've been a lot longer than I
yeah. But once I hit 30,
I've only been it for 2 years.
But it's like we think heavy metal is like the devil's music. Always there's the devil's music, but anything that's been out there has always been considered the devil's music. Like jazz probably was, fucking blues was in its day, rock and roll was in its day.
Elvis Presley doing like the gyrating hips, everyone thought that was just like devil.
Yeah, Elvis the pelvis.
Elvis the pelvis.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, mama.
Yeah. He's corrupting our women folk.
He's corrupting. Oh, this Elvis Presley. He's corrupting our women. No, he isn't.
he's giving them what they want.
Yeah.
So, just because you're born as fuck doesn't mean he has to be.
It's giving them an education they sorely need.
Exactly. Yeah, but when you're looking at all that stuff and then like how music's like came on today, when you're looking at people selling their soul, some of the guitarists like that I listen to, like you'd think they'd sold their soul. Like that guy Andy James I mentioned earlier, he's fucking
virtuoso,
absolutely ridiculous, but with all the emotion and feel that like I could listen to him play guitar all day. He could be playing the fastest thing possible, but you can hear every note. There's a purpose for it, and the string bends and that is just ridiculous. Like, and he just doesn't even try. Like, it's just like,
I see those like people who really fucking do crazy gymnastics on the fretboards, and I just think fucking arthritis. Give it a couple of years, arthritis.
Well, that I play like that, and I've had RSI a few times. It's mainly like just in the wrist and forearm, but
I get that just from too much.
It's poor technique, mate. That's what it is.
It's just too much repetition, more likely.
When you look at people, like imagine like what James Hetfield's like at doing that, he'd just be fucking machine, wouldn't he?
Oh man,
I can't do solos anyway. I suck.
I'm
more of a rhythm player. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have to be both because I'm the singular guitarist in a.
Right.
Like, so.
Yeah.
Well, I've always been.
How does that work in the live then? Is it all right doing it live? Trying to do the rhythm, and you obviously can't do rhythm and solos.
Well,
live.
what's really cool though is like it gets like that Pantera sort of feel when it comes up with the solos, where the rhythm guitar like cuts out and it's just like solo over the bass. But like I try to write the songs where there's not as many harmonies in the guitar parts as I would for me solo stuff. Because when me solo stuff, if I was doing it live, I'd probably just be playing to a track.
Yeah.
Where I've picked which parts you need to hear through the backing track sort of thing. But yeah, it's like I've wrote the riffs in a way for Acherontia where like they sound good without a second guitar part. So like if the bass tone's good enough and the guitar tone's right, it's
But you can fucking have like three pieces, can't you? Like just the bass, one guitar, and the drums. Like bands like Coroner sound as fucking as good as fucking any 4 or 5 piece, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you make just as much noise. I mean, I've seen bands with 2 pieces where it's just been a drummer and a guitarist, like Grand loudest bands I've seen.
Yeah.
One of my favorite bands is from Cornwall. That's Monolithian. It's just vocalist who plays bass and then the drummer.
Yeah.
Heavy as fuck.
Pombagira, a really cool fucking doom death band. I'm not sure. I think it's guitar and drums.
Yeah. I'll have to check some of these bands out you mentioned because like I'm a bit of like it's weird because like you guys know all these bands and I'm like, who the fuck's them?
You need to get to the underground gigs more, mate. I'll fucking lift under any,
all you got to do is look at
kind of spoiled. I'm in London now. I'm in London, so I'm fucking spoiled.
We get underground bands in Bristol. Yeah, London's the best place for the underground gigs.
We aren't really blessed with an underground scene anymore. We were back in like the late 2000s, but now it's just like obviously
no venues.
Yeah, no venues. Places closing down for what seems like no fucking reason, and I mean, there's not many left. Like there's a place called Trillions in Newcastle where some of the bigger bands. I mean, Black Dahlia might have played there like 2007, and then they went massive after that. Like it's just like it's like a stepping stone for bands to show people what they're made of, and then they just end up blowing up when they play there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we want to play there eventually because it's one of our favorite places. Like it's just like it's weird. It's like you go underground to get into the actual like venue, and it's like the ceilings are low, and it's proper like dark and intimate and dingy, and it's great. Like it's absolutely great. It's a good place to drink as well. Like it's
why is it called Trillions?
Trillions, yeah.
Why is it called that? Any idea?
I have no idea.
I know there was a Trillion from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
It might be that.
A woman called Trillions, but I was like, what? I couldn't imagine why a heavy metal band would call itself Trillions after an obscure character from an obscure book kind of thing. But I don't know.
Might be. I mean,
it may well be. You never know.
It might have been.
Seems like plausible.
As good as any. As good an excuse as any.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, with all this COVID shite. Last gig I went to was fucking December in 2019. And last gig I played was December 2019, funnily enough.
Yeah. It just feels like fucking time's flying, isn't it? Time's fucking flying fast, man.
It's been the quickest any portion of my life has ever gone. Like,
yeah, I saw.
But do you not find it like the quickest and the fucking longest at the same time? It's fucking time is so weird.
The first couple of months of the first lockdown last year were the slowest.
And
then, very fucking slow.
And then the summer and that just flown over, and then obviously New Year, and then now it's like.
I can't believe it's the fucking middle of April now. It's the fucking middle of April already. How the fuck did that happen?
I was just like, it was freezing. It was freezing 1 minute. Now it's getting a bit warmer.
Yeah, it's been really warm up here. I mean, it snowed last week.
we had clear blue skies in Bristol like a while back. It's fucking beautiful. I remember people complaining when Iron Maiden were at #1 with "Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter."
So much for us nowadays. So much sexist music. A lot of these kind of like rap, kind of like, and I don't know, female pop style. I don't know. It all seems to be about fucking look at my ass, look at my tits. I don't know. I don't follow it.
Twerk my big booty.
That seems to be the crux of the matter.
So
I know.
I look. I'm not denying you have a lovely ass. But I don't want to look at it.
You don't have to tell me to look at it.
Exactly. Look at that big booty. It's a lovely booty, but
but you should you be aiming this song towards 8-year-old girls? It just doesn't seem right to me. You know,
I think that's why a lot of young kids are screwed up nowadays.
Yeah, true. Whereas, like me, at an early age, I was listening to fucking like Metallica and Black Sabbath, and like from like the age of 4. So like it's just like I had obviously like being a late 80s child, like I had a lot of like the cock rock bands in me dad's car. It was like Van Halen and fucking Skid Row and stuff like that. And then I was only into like when I met Jake for the first time, like back in like 2004. He introduced us to like Arch Enemy and stuff like that, and I was like, oh fuck, this is different. I like this, and then I just became a massive metalhead. Like just So it's
I listened to some shit fucking before I got into metal about when I was about 16 or something like that. So quite late, really. Yeah. But I was listening to fucking Communards and fucking Erasure and fucking as a kid, I liked ABBA as a kid and Elvis and
I had a shit like that shitty pop festival, fucking pop bands that were big in the 90s and 2000s. But then my mum was playing Queen and Elvis, so I got into that first.
Yeah.
But I used to like a band called Men Without Hats. I had like all their albums. Men Without Hats. They did the safety dance. Remember the safety dance? You can dance if you want to. You can leave your girlfriends behind.
Oh, that one.
I had 2 albums.
No friend of mine.
Yeah. Still love that song though. That song's still a banger.
I still love Queen now, even though I listen to like heavy death metal bands.
Like, there's certain things now. I mean, like
I love Queen. I'm still gonna.
Like if Queen comes on anywhere, like when I'm at work or whatever, I'm like, oh yeah.
People are like, but you play this horrible, disgusting, swampy music.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm allowed to like other music.
Exactly. Yeah.
I grew up listening to Queen because of my mum. She's a massive Queen fan. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's kind of like. Sorry.
I grew up on AC/DC because of my uncle when I was younger. Like it was. And still, it's like I've still got a soft spot for them every time I hear it. But like, I'm the same with Van Halen as well. Like,
as soon as I hear Bohemian Rhapsody, he's like, "This is the real life."
So like Queen's one of those ones bands that for me it's like, oh yeah, they're cool. I've never bought any of their stuff myself, but like if it's on, I'm not gonna. You can't deny they've got some good stuff. And
they got Sheer Heart Attack and one of the last albums Freddie was on.
Yeah,
right. That Sheer Heart Attack's a banging track.
That's it.
That's so much thrash that like in Sheer Heart Attack, isn't it? That's what I'm thinking of.
That's why I bought it, because there's one song on there I heard from it. I knew Killer Queen, but that was Stone Cold Crazy. Stone Cold Crazy. I was like, if you listen to it, it's like just like a proper. It's not like you think thrash, but it's like way before thrash. It's kind of
you find as well as like bands. I always find with my taste, as bands that like, everyone thinks of the classics. Like everyone knows this band. I'm like, I fucking completely missed them. Like Led Zeppelin, never fucking listened to any of them. Deep Purple, fucking Smoke on the Water. I know that one. You as bands you just mentioned, Van Halen, never listened to them at all. Judas Priest, I had one album, which many people say is one of their worst ones, but you just kind of have your own journey, and I missed so much.
Yeah, I got a few Judas Priest. I got Screaming for Vengeance. I got Firepower because that's just brilliant. I got
Firepower was amazing.
Firepower is
absolutely.
Yeah. All I have is a Ram It Down. Ram It Down is all I have by Judas Priest.
Yeah, I got Sad Weeds of Destiny.
I think as well. I think I was always destined to be a guitarist because like I just loved the sound of guitar when I first heard Eruption. Man, I was just like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, I remember hearing that because one of my brother's mates played it. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like when they were saying it's like the mothership had landed, and that was the first thing that they communicated with us. Like it's just like, but yeah, like he's always been a massive influence on my playing as well, Van Halen, because I'm a proper. I love tapping and stuff like, but like
I can tap. I just can't do all the stuff really.
Yeah, it's like but it's like to the next level now where like people are doing like all these crazy tapping things where like
you're just fucking showing off.
Yeah, well, I'm a show off. I'll admit that. Like I like to.
Once you admit it, that's fine.
Yeah, the only tapping I do is cold tap, hot tap. That's it. That's it. Other than that,
like hot tap, cold tap, bit of finger tap.
Yeah,
I try doing it on the bass, but it never works.
Too fucking lazy. That's why I was a singer in the band. I couldn't even do that very well, but I managed to. I got away with it. I didn't get kicked out anyway.
So what do you do in the band? I scream.
Yeah, I make noises to the best of my ability with my throat.
Yeah.
If someone asked me that, it's like, so what do you do in this band? I growl.
Yeah. Three songs in and my throat's fucking gone, and I'm just fucking trying to do my best to keep it going.
Yeah.
Like, I played death metal. I was like, what is this death metal?
Yeah.
Do you really want me to explain what death metal is?
On my 50th birthday, because we do a gig every 5 years on my birthday, and on my 50th we did a gig, and someone reviewed it, and she was saying, "Oh yes, the singer's really good. He does sounds a bit like this on one song. Sounds a bit." I know she was naming some people didn't fucking know, and I was like, "Yeah, I wasn't doing that on purpose. It's my throat had fucking gone, and that's why I sounded like that person." Yeah. But I'll take this fucking review. If you think I did that on purpose, then thank you, darling. But it was just my throat was fucked.
Yeah, you turn into a Peruvian throat singer for the rest of the night.
Fucking Mongolian fruit singing.
Yeah,
I love that shit.
It's crazy, isn't it? Like, he can do it like perfectly. I don't know how he does it. Like he always learns like weird shit that like you shouldn't be able to do. He's just.
This is some Chinese fucking black metal with like traditional kind of Chinese like guitar stringy things, and it's just a weird like, wow, man, that's crazy. Just like really kind of. You
I love all that stuff.
I can't describe it because I don't know Chinese, but it's like you can tell it's Chinese from the sound of it. Like you've probably heard it in a film or something like that, and it's just like, and then they put it to black metal. And it's like,
just black metal.
Yeah.
Crazy, isn't it? But like,
Yeah, you got to dig when like a band brings like traditional instruments from their country into their music.
That's why I listen to a lot of like folk metal because it's folk metal bands from
the
all
fucking hurdy-gurdy.
When I first heard that was from Helveti from the song In a Simona. I was just like, what the fuck is this? And I found out what it was. I was like, how the fuck does it work? Oh, you turn that and you press some buttons. That's okay.
I thought hurdy-gurdy was just what people said when they was trying to describe Swedish people talking.
I got
hurdy-gurdy, smoke.
I was like, I got no coordination to play that, so I'm leaving that.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll stick with my guitar.
Folk metal, like have you heard Turisas before?
Yes, I love Turisas.
Fucking great, and it's just like triumphant, like music in it. Like
that's the Varangian way. I think Hailstorm's very first gig was supporting Turisas at the Electro Works. I heard later on that was their first gig was like a massive support slot for Turisas in a massive venue. So it's like from what I heard, like they hadn't done any gigs until that point, and they was already signed to Napalm Records when they did their first gig. So that was pretty
that's cool. Like that's really cool.
There was a Hailstorm, Norfa, and Turisas.
Yeah,
Turisas are pretty cool. I wonder if there's any Aussie bands with like didgeridoo or fucking.
Oh, you can imagine the poise is like.
Yeah, you think so?
Aboriginal metal.
Yeah.
Probably. Look it up.
Yeah,
I haven't.
I think that's the whole mission.
I haven't found any bands like that yet.
Yeah, that's your whole mission, like to find the weirdest band possible for the next one of these. Like, that'll be fun.
Yeah,
I don't think that'll take me long because I seem to find weird bands for some reason.
Yeah, I think if you look hard, like even if you don't look hard enough, you'll find something that's just absolutely obscure.
Yeah,
but like cool at the same time.
Yeah. I think I mentioned a band like a really weird, like doing death band before. What was it? Got an album called Chaos and Pandemonium. They got an EP called Chaos and Confusion. It's got like dog whimpering on it, and it sounds like someone stuck a watch up against the blinking you can hear tick 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 kind of thing, and then this dog goes and a door creaking, and it's just like this is all put into the fucking the general mix of the song. It's just like oh man, song called The Battle of Gahib.
Yeah, I listened to one black metal band that, again going back to Jim Beerman. I looked up the band and it was like, okay, I'm hearing some electronic stuff. Looked at it, it's like black metal and trance,
right?
Which was just weird. I was just like, I like the black metal bit. I'm not too fussed about the trance.
Well, it's like shoegaze, isn't it? Shoegaze is like you might as well be getting towards trance. I suppose you can fucking put whatever you fucking want into it. Everyone's experimenting.
I've only heard a bit of trance because I had a mate who was into it.
I played a reggae metal band on my show a little while back, an African reggae metal band.
Right.
It's like
a bit of reggae.
Reggae metal. It's like, okay.
Reggae with metal. Let's see how
See, I'm a bit more traditional when it comes to me metal sounds. I don't like it being mixed with anything else, really.
No, especially not rap.
No, fuck that. Fucking
rap metal.
Fred Durst can fuck off.
All right.
So, I want you to drop that beat.
Until that fucking beat in your head, you fucking
stupid
prick. Yeah. But I'm kind of like anti-commercial. Like anything gets too fucking too commercial.
That's why I stick with a lot of underground.
Yeah, but I'm kind of like ultra. I'm ultra what I could because I'm kind of sort of ultra underground. Like when I first started getting demo tapes, I was like, I really like bands that are small, trying to get out there. And I put gigs on, I did fancy and that, and even stuff to do like Black Dahlia. Oh, they're too popular for me. I couldn't listen to them. Yeah. They're too popular. They're pop metal.
Pop metal. Jesus. The guitarist they've got now, man, it's called Brandon Ellis. He's only a young lad.
Yeah,
he's fucking ridiculous. Like,
Well, I haven't really listened to them, so it's like I just I make prejudgments. Like everyone has got a certain amount of prejudgment.
The classes melodic metal, aren't they?
Yeah.
Right. So it's
for some reason I thought they were deathcore when I first heard that.
Well, they were back in the day. They're not now. Well, like it's
I thought they were deathcore, so that's why I never listened to them for quite a while.
Yeah, it's the first album was. But sort of went like classically infused like death metal with loads of guitar harmonies and shit. It's really cool. Like,
I like the Black Dahlia Murder now. I was
I
was just like, mate, I'll go back to them and see how I feel. And then heard them, I was like, I actually like this.
Yeah, the albums just keep getting better as they're going on. Like it's crazy, man.
Can't go wrong.
No, definitely not. But one of my favourite bands at the minute. I don't know whether you've heard of them. Fit for an Autopsy.
Yeah, I know Fit for an Autopsy. I don't listen to too much. No, I don't listen to. I listen to Autopsy, but not Fit for an Autopsy.
Yeah.
Wasn't there another band of Autopsy in their name?
Yeah, there's Annotations of an Autopsy.
That's the one. Annotations of an Autopsy.
Bow Body Autopsy.
Oh yeah, I know them as well. Yeah,
they're pretty brutal as well. Like, so. But
I'm trying to think of bands with Autopsy. There's probably a lot of them.
Classic Autopsy, got some fucking awesome albums. The early Autopsy, the thickness of the fucking sound. It's just I love that dirty, fucking nasty, kind of like chunky fucking sound. So how they fucking make riffs like that?
Oh no, it's like I think they just all use like Boss Metal Zone pedals and just fucking
There's always
I got the Swedish one, so I got that.
Yeah. There was always an Autopsy song. I can never fucking remember what it was. It's like it's like chunky as fucking, and he goes, "Okay, I'll do it." Somewhere in
that's Critical Madness.
Is it? I'll have to fucking check that out again. Yeah. And there's just something about the fucking man.
Because
so nasty.
Yeah, you know, I've spoken to Chris Royford on Jake's Metal Chat.
Alright, cool.
He's fun to chat to.
That's cool.
Just chatting about Autopsy, and the only album I didn't have in my collection to show him was Shit Fun.
Oh, that wasn't a very good one, though.
I still want it so I can complete my.
I got it on a CD, but it was like kind of lost it a bit.
I've heard songs from it, but obviously my favourite one from there. I love Mental Funeral and
Severed
Survival and Acts of the Unspeakable.
That wasn't too bad. I think the first two are the best. Actually, it was actually Unspeakable was better than fucking Shit Fun. Shit Fun was like, to me, they kind of lost it.
Mental Funeral, not that album.
Abscess weren't bad though. Some of the Abscess stuff was.
We talked about Abscess, and he talked about another band he's in that he doesn't do vocals for. He just does drums. That's Painted Dolls.
Okay, not heard of them.
Or psychedelic, more like psychedelic rock sort of stuff.
Okay, whatever. You do what you like, can't you? It's like his life.
And I showed him her Bristow. He messaged me back saying, "Oh, I really like this." So
I really like this. Apart from the bit this guy called Jake did, that was terrible. The rest of the band were really cool.
Yeah.
This Jake fellow was just holding them back.
Oh yeah, definitely arsehole. Don't want to talk to him.
It's funny when you're talking about underground bands because, like, my band is an underground band essentially.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, the band is underground.
Yeah. So and I like my band. Like, I like listening to our stuff. Like, it's great. Like,
the underground scene more than like the bigger scene sometimes.
Yeah.
Because the underground bands just seem to bring out better albums half of the time. Not half the time, most of the time.
Well, I mean, I'm not really in touch with the underground scene. As I say, I'm in an underground band, but I'm
any band you talk to, you don't listen to the other bands that you play gigs with or anything like that?
Yeah. Like, anyone who, like, there's bands get in touch with our pages and stuff, and we're like back and forth all the time, and then they check out the stuff, and I'm like, fuck me, why aren't they like, big? Like the sound and like the riffs and that.
Sometimes why aren't these bands big?
Yeah.
Maybe they choose not to be big. They're only big.
I don't know anyone chooses. It's just. I go.
They're big in the small scene that they have.
Yeah, but it seems to me that everyone's in a fucking band. Like, everyone's in a fucking band. Most of you go to a fucking gig and most of the people are in the band, and a lot of people want their own band to do well and not give enough support to other people. I don't know. There's not enough fans in the underground. Yeah, everyone's got their own projects.
We're very supportive of other bands and stuff. Like, we'll share a lot of other bands' stuff if they like get in touch with us and stuff like that. And like, it's like a very good like culture we've got up here. Like, people love bands up the northeast as well.
Support the local ones.
People absolutely love live music, but we've had that taken away. But it was getting taken away before we even wanted it to because of the budgets and stuff like that. And it's like, fuck.
Yeah,
I just wish I had the money to be able to like sort everyone out for like just playing a gig in a fucking field somewhere, like, it's just like...
that'd be great. I'll just have to do it. It's like, wait, we're at a field. It's just little songs.
Well, there's a massive field just over the road from my house that's just like never gets used. Like,
I got a field by. I got a patch of land behind my house.
You can set up Adam Fest.
Aye,
Adam first, yeah.
100 meters away from my house, that'd be great.
You might get some complaints from the neighbours.
Herbicidal live at Ashton Court. Yeah, Ashton Court, where it was a big H reserve thing. Yeah. So it's like herbicidal live in the woods in Ashton Court.
Yeah,
just see two of the members getting stoned before we play.
True, but if I had a lottery win or something, I'd just do that and fucking pay the council off or something.
Then we've got any getting drunk stories. Well, wants to know if anyone's partied so high to take more than one day off work. No, I kind of find that once you take a day off work, you might as well just carry it on. Like no one's going to believe you're sick for a day. I always like to get a week out of it. You know, I'll get a little bit better now, but I think I'll just be on the safe side.
I got drunk. This was 2007. This is 2017. I saw St. Vitus at the Exchange here. So I had the original lead singer, not the one they got for like Born Too Late.
Right.
And, I can't remember his fucking name, but
Wino? Is it Wino?
Yeah, Rhino. Yeah, the original singer's called Scott something. I can't remember. But I can't. It'll probably come to me once I leave. But I got drunk and I had work the next day, so I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go into work. And I had a hangover every time bending down, pulling out plants out of the greenhouse. I was just like,
amount of time, because I used to work on the fucking post office counter. Amount of time I'd go into work, I wasn't pissed. I wasn't hungover. I was still fucking pissed because literally I'd gone to bed about 3 in the morning. I got up at 7 for work, and I was still drunk. I still felt fucking drunk when I was at work. I'd be like. And then the fucking hangover would kick in after a couple of hours. And after about an hour of a hangover, suddenly I'd get like a really weird kind of high after like a post-hangover kind of like, woo, kind of thing. I was doing that fucking far too often.
The reason watching St. Vitus when I was there, I got drunk. It was obviously my mate's birthday that same fucking day. His birthday's on the 5th of October. So it's like, well, it's his birthday. Let's get drunk. St. Vitus.
Yeah,
great band.
Yeah, I mean, I've done a few. Well, I've done a lot of days at work still drunk when I was back in the day. It was just easy. It was just easier to do that than deal with the why you're off work. Like,
I couldn't. I'm just like, should I take the day off work or should I just go and fucking just go?
Yeah, I used to just neck cans of Monster and just. Hope for the best.
I don't drink energy drinks anymore, so I just get
I do because I've got told by the doctor I shouldn't anymore.
Yeah, I just put
on. That's probably what caused it in the first place, mate.
I just make black coffee and then hopefully that'll help.
Well, I can't have. I'm not really allowed caffeine anymore.
Yeah,
because of the panic attacks and shit.
Oh shit! I used to do what I call kill or cure coffee. Like when I was fucking still hungover to shit, I didn't have sleep, and I'd fucking about 3 spoons of coffee in it, 3 spoons of sugar, thick as a fucking real thick. And it's like this is either going to kill me or cure me kind of thing. But
my brother does that. He basically makes it like it's like a syrup instead of coffee. Like, it's like I got really pissed at 1 year at Bloodstock. It was like, I think 2016. I just got really pissed. And I was still hungover while watching bands. I watched Fury at the on the Sophie stage. I was just like this.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, when I went to Bloodstock, I didn't let myself have a hangover set in.
Stay drunk.
Stayed drunk the whole time for like 3 days. It was great. But then when I got home, the hangover started, and that was about a 3 or 4 day hangover after that. Like, I think in the space of the 3 days, I think I drank about 120 cans. Like,
yeah, I had like 2 pints worth. Fucking.
It's a phenomenon I wanted to discuss. Like I know my mum used to do this. Have the same. Do you ever get hangover in your legs?
Hangover in your legs?
Well.
It's like you wake up, your legs are fucking hurting, your knees are
like as if you've just been like jumping up and down for hours.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
I'm just like, or when you just get out, your head's thumping, but then your legs hurt when you're moving, and it's hurting your head. Just like this.
One time, my legs were hurting, but I realised that during the night, I didn't know I'd fell down the stairs.
That'd do it.
I felt like my legs were broken, but when you just like realise later on the day, you're like.
I remember now.
Well, when you're drunk, you don't feel the pain. When you wake up, it's like
I just got straight back up like nothing had happened.
Okay, I think my knee hurts.
Yeah. definitely some.
Well, I just dislocated my hip.
Done, yeah. But
I
don't even drink anymore. I stopped drinking.
I don't drink a whole lot these days.
Yeah, but I mean, I will eventually. Getting married next year, so I have to learn how to drink again.
Congratulations!
Good luck. I've been asleep. I've been asleep at the fucking front of the stage with my head on the fucking monitor like that. It's an all dayer. We fucking. I don't know what it. It's like when you're fucking with your mates. It's like, oh, we'll get pissed. Oh, we'll drink some fucking cans before we get there and all that kind of shit.
I've done that for gigs.
Yeah, I think it might be Cradle of Filth like were playing before they became black metal. When they were
the second. One of the second metal bands I saw live was Cradle of Filth. First one was Blackhead, but then festival-wise, I saw a bunch of bands there for the first time. Yeah. Slayer, Slipknot, fucking Mudvayne, bands like that.
First metal band I seen live were Black Dahlia Murder. And then it just sort of skyrocketed from there. I started I've seen them about 4 or 5 times. And
because my calves ache every night is an actual nightmare.
Oh, okay.
Shit, man!
That's not good.
Was that just? Is he just riffing on what I was saying about having sore legs? I don't know. Maybe he's joking. You never know with Werewolf. Yeah, anything for a laugh.
Or maybe he's telling the truth and it is actually really bad for him.
Maybe.
He's
cried wolf too many times. You never know when to trust him.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've had gigs where I've just leaned on the wall and fell asleep.
Yeah, I was asleep at a Cannibal Corpse once.
That's some feat, how loud they are.
Me and my bro slept at fucking Iron Maiden, a fucking big, expensive Iron Maiden ticket. Because we just moved out from where we used to live, so we hadn't seen each other for ages. So we drank a bottle of vodka between us on the way to the fucking the Earls Court Arena, whatever it was. We got there, went to a pub when we first got there, and we went to there was a queue. Oh, we'll go to this other pub and another fucking couple of pints in there. We got into the fucking venue, had a pint and a fucking hot dog. Next thing we know, we're waking up fucking like that, fucking mustard down our fronts. And just managed to catch the encore. And we'd fucking missed fucking Iron Maiden. We just fell asleep on the floor. We saw it was the best encore ever though. We had to run to the hills and everything, so it was good.
Yeah. Oh, that's
all. But then we fucking managed to get separated on the way home, and he ended up on the end of the line and get a cab back.
I've been lucky enough to not get so pissed I miss a band. Lucky not to have that happen.
Yeah,
because when the Bloodstock first year, 2010, I had a mate. I haven't seen him in years, and he got really drunk, passed out in his tent, and missed Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah. Well, funny enough, Grant did that. I went in 2012. Me, Jake, and Grant went, but not all together. We met up there.
Yeah, that was
but
third year though.
Yeah.
But,
he drank loads of whiskey when we got there, and he just disappeared for hours. And we're like, "Where the fuck's he gone?" And I'm stumbling about, pissed, and I found him just conked out, just fucking comatose in his tent. I had fucking drag him out and slap him about just to get him awake, and I was like, fucking. I think Niall were coming on. And he really wanted to see them. Niall are coming on.
Me and my mate Tom watched Niall and then went in the signing tent and got things signed by him. So that was pretty
cool. That's really cool. They were great at Bloodstock.
Yeah, I actually lost my mate Chris in 2010 because he got so pissed I couldn't find him for hours. I found him right after Opeth.
Right. I remember one year I went to Bloodstock, the first night, the Thursday night Testament were headlining. And I woke up on a Friday and I'm like, for fuck's sake, I missed fucking Testament. And we're like, no, you were there. You watched the whole fucking gig. We were fucking drunk. We were done. Here's some photos of us watching Testament. And I couldn't fucking remember any of it because I was so drunk. I didn't fucking even remember it.
Mind, Testament played the year I went in 2012. They were fucking phenomenal.
It's on the Thursday night. I saw it, but I don't fucking remember it. It's someone sent me a photo of I'm on stage. A bunch of us all about to jump off the stage at the Underworld, seeing some German death metal band. I can't remember what it was called now. And I was looking, I got this photo, and I was like, "Where the fuck?" And I was like, "I don't remember doing that." I was that fucking drunk. I was stage diving and I don't even fucking remembering it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, apparently I got so drunk. This is calling to my mates. I got so drunk. I started telling people I loved them.
Yeah, well, that's a standard procedure, mate. When you've had a few beers.
I don't remember that. Told me, say to people I love them, but I remember it. a mate of mine doing that as well, going, "I love you, man." I was like,
as long as you're not touching their bots, it's all good.
It's like, as long as you're not touching that bum, it's fine.
Oh man.
Well, if you're going to touch my bum, you're going to buy me dinner first.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's only fair.
It is only fair, yeah.
So I love you. You're going to have to buy me dinner first.
Exactly. You don't want to be cheap. You don't want to be cheap. You get what you can out of it.
Nice steak dinner with some chips on the side.
And then we might consider it, yeah.
Oh, man. Shit. Right, I'm probably gonna should give this an end now. It's nearly 2 o'clock.
Yeah,
get some good enough sleep. Get up and get ready for the opening of Black City Records.
Well, you going there for the
opening day is 10 a.m.
Is it like discount?
Fuck knows.
Are you gonna film it for your channel?
I might actually do that. Yeah, I might message.
Why not? Yeah,
Dave Savage, who's the owner of it.
Yeah,
he's been in the metal scene for.
Do an online report. Do like.
Yeah, I'll just mess him. Say, is it all right for
that'd be cool.
If I can film the inside of the shop, if he says,
do a heavy metal reportage.
I'd definitely watch that. Like, I love shit like that. So like,
yeah, I am. I thought since it's Bristol's very own just heavy metal record shop, just dedicated to nothing but metal.
Yeah,
because we got the rock shop, but that's more rock and punk.
Yeah,
nowadays, not very many metal.
Well, have fun, mate. Don't spend too much money.
I can't promise that.
I've got fucking.
But I will show the stuff on the next one. On the next
an interview with a band called Incursion. I'm doing on my channel tomorrow.
Incursion, yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking of the. When I think Incursion, is that the one I'm thinking of from Wales?
No, they're from somewhere in America.
Okay, the one I'm thinking of from Wales.
Okay, I didn't know there was one from Wales. But yeah, I'll do an interview in there, and I think Elric's going to be chatting to Black Star Superstar as well tomorrow on my channel. So a couple of these on my channel.
I'm going to try and get Reaper on Jake's Metal shirt.
Cool. And if you did comic books, got Cover Slingers Showdown on my channel as well.
Comic books,
where we show comic books. Yeah, you'll love that.
I think I got some. I think I got some here in boxes, so I'll try and get them.
All right. Cool. Well, anyway, cheers guys for coming on. And
it's been good fun.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, don't forget, like every Friday we're hanging out. So if you ever want to come on again, just fucking message us. You can pop up in chat, and if there's space, I'll just send you the link.
Chat metal and other bollocks is all good.
Probably be talking the same shit over again like we do every week.
That's fine.
We talk about.
Yeah, and so check out my podcast. This is what I'm doing. I do podcasts. Check out my podcast. Link down below to my podcast.
I also have a podcast called Jake's Metal Sessions, so check that out.
Oh, that's new. When did you start doing that?
I'm trying to think. I think it was about early this year.
Right. I don't remember you mentioning that.
I haven't mentioned it, but now I'm mentioning it. I've only got 2 episodes. I've only got 2 episodes out. I'm going to do a new one soon.
Oh well, I need new podcasts to listen to, so I'll check them out.
You're not listening to my podcast. I've played your band so many times, man.
I didn't know, to be honest. But thank you. But I'll listen to it now. I'll leave.
Just and then if anyone wants extra shows, I do extra shows for my Patreon as well. Check out my Patreon down below if you want to support and all that bollocks. Beg. Let's fuck off.
Yeah, that's my podcast.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll put that in the description now. Actually.
So people
it's
only got 2 episodes.
It's highlighted everything. Do you do actual talking in between?
I do talking in between. Talk a little bit about the band.
Do interviews on there as well?
Song.
Just songs, yeah, cool.
I don't chat to people like I do on Jake's Metal Chat. It's 2 separate things.
Yeah. I'm gonna play it with my little blinking music a bit then if I can find it. Cheers for coming on, everybody. Thanks for watching, everyone. Check out my Patreon and my Twitch and all that kind of thing. And come back next Friday.
Listening
to us tomorrow for some interviews, and come back next Thursday for the vidcast. Back. That's a good point. Any bands out there got any videos that aren't going to get me a copyright strike that they want me to play? Send them my way so I can play them on the vidcast on Thursday. And cheers, everyone. Let's fuck off. I've said goodbye like a million times now. Bye.
Yeah.